How about getting your hands dirty and entering the workforce, doing something that you love, like aviation maintenance? And that can all become a reality with the National Aviation Academy right here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. You'll be trained in just a few months, and they're going to help you once you're done with the schooling to enter the workforce with a great job. The next class starts December 4th, so check them out today. NAA.edu. For information on NAA statistics, visit NAA.edu/statistics.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
This month at Wesley Chapel Nissan, we salute the journey in honor of those who serve. Get up to $10,000 off new Nissans, or get 0% financing for up to 72 months, and get our lifetime warranty on most vehicles. Plus, pre-qualify online, discover your buying power with no impact on your credit. Visit your hometown Nissan store in Wesley Chapel. Under new management, Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now, 800-417-6411. 800-417-6411. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 800-417-6411 and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Eligibility and results may vary. Does just hearing the word dentist make you nervous? You're not alone. But avoiding dental care can lead to serious health issues, from gum disease to heart complications. At Sage Dental, we believe great care starts with the latest in dental innovation. Our minimally invasive approach means more comfort, faster recovery, and better results every time. From routine cleanings to crowns, oral surgery, orthodontics, and restorations, Sage Dental is here for you. Sage also offers same-day and next-day appointments, so you'll never have to wait for the quality care you deserve. And we work with most insurance plans. No insurance? Not a problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation, centered on care. Call now to schedule your appointment. Call 800-633-5533. 800-633-5533. That's 800-633-5533.
Most people that come in have tried many different things to get themselves out of pain, and nothing has worked for them. And eventually they make their way to us, and that's when good things happen.
You're listening to Alex, an arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
A woman came in complaining of extreme pain, and she was concerned that she wasn't able to play with her grandchildren. I fitted her for the arch supports. I put them in her shoes, and she took a couple steps and she started crying because she knew then that she would be able to begin doing the things that she wanted to do with them.
For over 25 years, the Good Feet store and our arch support specialists have been helping folks live the life they love without foot, knee, hip, or back pain getting in the way.
I called her a week later. She thanked me profusely. She was able to do those things that she wasn't able to do before, and she had a new lease on life. Those kind of Good Feet stories happen all the time. It's fantastic.
Try them for yourself. Stop in for a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Galvin here, and I have something you're going to want to hear. Badger Bob Services is now in Tampa Bay. Badger Bob's offers cooling and heating repair, replacement, service, and maintenance. They also do plumbing, water heater installation, repair, and service. Badger Bob Services is the way to go. And Badger Bob's has a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. And get this, They guarantee next day installation on cooling systems, or they're going to pay you $250. And with over 100 trucks and technicians on the road every day, they can get to you fast. And Badger Bob's is always hiring. Are you an experienced HVAC technician, plumber, electrician, or customer service rep? Well, if you want competitive pay, a chance to work with people who love what they do, 401k match, and great benefits, just visit badgerbobs.com/careers. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but they're serious about service. Badger Bob's service is now in Tampa Bay. Just go to badgerbobs.com.
At BrandonHonda.com, we've simplified the way you can buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Visit BrandonHonda.com to unlock the best price on any vehicle in stock. Plus, get your guaranteed credit approval, a real offer on your trade, and calculate your payments right online. And all vehicles come with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Right now, you can buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. Save yourself the hassle and get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0151 for more information.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 30% upfront bonus? Or are they promising you up to 10% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Time is running out. Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City is in their final countdown to finish the year strong, and that means you win. Right now, their new Chevy savings are peaking, and you can get their best offer of the year. That's right. These are the offers you've been waiting for. They're paying top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash that you get, or you can then take that cash and use it to trade up and save even more. The countdown is on. Upgrade now before it's gone. All you need to do is visit StingrayChevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the hood.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
If I'll write it and we'll do it live. Look at this country. You are gay.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
This next one is the first song on our new album.
What? It's Friday. What up? Doing a radio show from a balcony. That's all. Welcome to the 17th annual Fran Hosh Law Group Food Drive to benefit the Feast Food Pantry. My name is Drew Garabo, the titular host of Drew Garabo Live. It is great to be here with you on this beautiful afternoon. We are at the law offices of Fran Hosh at the corner of Omaha and Nebraska in downtown Palm Harbor, Florida. We are collecting non-perishable food items for Feast Food Pantry so that those less fortunate can have a little food this holiday season. Already crushed last year's numbers, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't come on by and drop off some stuff. Just dip on in. You'll be directed by our helpful volunteers. They are waiting with pallets to unload your stuff, and then Fran and the Frantastics will unload the food, and you'll go off into your weekend feeling amazing. I am doubly as excited to do today's broadcast from the balcony because I found out that my man Diz will be running the board back at the St. Pete compound. And let me tell you, when I heard that it was and nothing against Jim Geiger, I love Jim Geiger, but when they were like, yeah, I think Jim Geiger is running your broadcast and he's never run the board for a live broadcast before, I said, well, that's going to be an interesting Friday afternoon for everyone. But it turns out a well-trained, trusted veteran of the remote broadcast world is helping me out. Thank you, Dizzy.
Always, man. If there's anything I can do to help you, John, anyone at the station, really, I'm all committed to it. So I love it. Nothing more than I like to do than, be here on a Friday.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't want to stay late on a Friday of all days? I mean, God, there's nothing. I'm sure you wouldn't rather be smoking a blunt on the couch somewhere. Sure, you wouldn't be out there looking for Mrs. Wright. Instead, Mrs. Wright's probably going to show up at the studio just like, hello, any single men in there? I'm looking to part with my virginity.
I'm very moist.
Actually, we joke about that, but back in the day, it really wasn't that strange of an occurrence for people to just show up at radio stations. The strippers would get off work on my overnight show, and I was friends with most of the bouncers and managers. So on a random night, you just hear a buzz at the door, and you look up, and there's like some dude with 6 drunk strippers. Those were the salad days of radio, Diz. These are fun days we're in right now. Don't get me wrong, but the good old days, as Matt and Zach sing about.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How did everything go today? You and Senning had a great show. I heard Matt and Zach in there. That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. We did the little horseradish thing. I don't know if you saw it, but if not, it's worth going and checking on social media. Our man Chase, who's been killing it, he compiled a video of John, Danielle, and me, doing the horseradish challenge.
Horseradish is a very interesting kind of spicy. It's very similar to wasabi. I think they both are root vegetables, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a different kind of spice than any other spice. It's like if you breathe in while it is in your mouth, it is the most intense pain that you can possibly imagine. I didn't see the video yet. I have seen Danielle in excruciating pain through our many pepper challenges that we did, but she is a champ. She does not like to lose at stuff, so she'll put herself through hell.
Yes.
Yeah, oh my God.
You put her through the ringer from what I heard with all the stuff you guys were doing on that show.
Easy. I did. I blame Seth. It was always his idea. I was just a willing participant. He would come up with some crafty, torturous challenges for the two of us, and then we somehow found a ghost pepper connection, Ghost Pepper Chris, and he would come by with homegrown peppers, and we tried everything from the ghost to the Scotch bonnet to the scorpion and reaper, and I am off hot peppers for the rest of my life. I'll be honest with you. Birdie and I went to Thomas Pease the other night to watch a Lightning game, and
no way.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have told me next time you go there. I'm not far from there, man.
Oh my God, we just started going there. Mo had been talking about it for years. By the way, Mo, a rumor has it Mo will be here at some point in time. But he is having some car difficulties down at the airport. But yeah, he's been telling me about the place for years. So I was like, all right, I'll shut him up and finally go. And then we went, and the friggin' wings were just outstanding. So we went 2 nights ago. I had to fast yesterday, and we went 2 nights ago and just pigged out. And dude, their hot wings. I forget the name of the sauce, but good Lord, the Carter sauce, it will light your ass on fire, and it's got that wasabi horseradish quality of like breathe in, and it is going to set your world on fire.
And there's only one location, one on Henderson, right?
Yeah.
That's the one we're talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That place is pretty dope.
Yeah,
Never had the food, though.
Dude, it's great. We had the pub chips. We had a little buffalo shrimp app and some wings. And dude, they got TVs all over the place.
Yes.
And then as we're leaving, there's an outdoor patio that's got even more It's a great place to watch sports.
Yeah, usually when I'm there, I'm in the outside patio. I'm drawn to that. It's such a great atmosphere out there, and cool people always show up, man.
It is really neat. The only look, I'm always looking for the opportunities to improve. They need about 100 more parking spaces. That's all, because
Preach.
The Amscott and the Marco's Pizza and the nail salon in there, they all have those signs like "Don't park here, don't park here, no Thomas Pizza."
We'll tell you.
Right? They're like, okay, yeah. What are you going to get a run on Amscott in this side of town? Come on. I need to remind you, Diz, and I need to remind myself that in 15 minutes. Parker Stevenson will be calling in. I know young cats like you, Diz, are like, who the hell is Parker Stevenson? Old dudes like me remember him from way back in the day. There was a television program. You didn't grow up reading the Hardy Boys mysteries, did you?
No. I know
I
them.
didn't think so. Okay, that's good. At least you know of them. The Hardy Boys, Frank and Joe Hardy, if I'm not mistaken. I read those books growing up, and then there was a television program, the Hardy Boys Nancy Drew Mysteries, and Parker Stevenson and Sean Cassidy played Frank and Joe. And he'll be joining us by phone. He is at, believe it or not, there is a BartoCon. I don't know if you knew that or not, but there is actually a convention in Bartow, and it is called BartoCon. And Parker Stevenson will be there, as will Mark Price, who played Skippy on Family Ties, who hilariously was supposed to chat with us either yesterday or the day before, and he called the wrong number, thought he was doing a radio interview with the lady who answered, and it turned out he just called some random lady and talked to her for like 15 minutes. Like she was doing a radio interview, I swear to you. I swear to God. Because like I was texting Billy the phone freak who sets up these interviews for us, and he
was like, greatest interview, he said, Drew.
Yeah, he's like, Mark Price said that he did the interview. I go, well, that's funny because we never heard from him. And he was like, let me find out what the deal is. And sure enough, it turns out that he that he called some random lady.
He's like, Rebecca. I talked to Rebecca the whole time, remember?
I know. Oh, just amazing. So we'll be talking to Parker when he calls in about 15 minutes or so. We are at the Fran Hosch Law Group food drive. It is her 17th. It is my 13th with her. She is the longest running advertising partner I have. She's a good friend. She's a great attorney, and she cares so much about the community. And it is such an honor to be here every year. I just I can't say enough about how much I appreciate our partnership. When I first got the show but hadn't started on the air yet, they said, look, Ledge, who used to be on in this time slot, RIP, by the way, he's not because I got his show, but I'm sure that didn't help. They said, Fran Hosch has been an advertiser with Ledge. Would you be open to meeting with her? I'm like, well, let's see. I'm starting a new show. Would I be open to meeting with a potential advertiser? Yes. And met Fran. We talked about our mutual interests, including helping the community, including rock and roll bands like In Excess. And then we became great friends then, and she's still an advertiser all these years later. And in the world of radio, even if you have good ratings, which we do, it doesn't mean crap if people aren't willing to pay some money for you to talk about their services or products. You can't subsist on good ratings alone. You need revenue coming in, and you need quality salespeople to collect that revenue. And we've got both. And then, Fran being with me for so long has really helped this show stay afloat, because I'm pretty certain that even at our radio station group, Diz, and look, we're very fortunate enough to work for the good guys. Across town, they have bludgeoned employees, metaphorically. They don't actually physically bludgeon them, but they have gone through a bloodbath, many bloodbaths through the years. They call it an RIF, reduction in force, because, firing people just sounds too real. So they have reductions in force where they get rid of just about every live and local element of radio. And we work for really, really good people who believe in live and local radio. And I'm sure even with that, every year they look at a spreadsheet and go, okay, how much are we paying this guy? And what is this guy bringing in? So the fact that we have long-running advertisers, especially Fran Hosch, Pin Chasers is coming up on their 12th or 13th year with us, I believe. I think this is our Dirty Dozen year, if I'm not mistaken. And then our Baker's Dozen. Baker's Dozen is 13, right? Dirty Dozen is just 12. I think I'm right on that one.
Yes.
And Achieva Credit Union and so many more help us stay employed, which, by the way, special shout-out to Southern Steer Butcher Company in Clearwater especially. They're coming back next week, and we'll have all kinds of information. Have you ever, Diz, done a fresh, never frozen turkey?
No.
Neither had I. And last year, my man Greg from Southern Steer was like, have you ever done a fresh, never frozen turkey? I'm like, no, what's the difference? Turkey's turkey. He said, oh, no. You couldn't be more wrong. Come by. I got a fresh, never frozen turkey for you. So I was like, all right, let me give this a shot. Dude, game changer. You'll never go back to a boring-ass butterball ever again. It is amazing. The taste difference, it takes less time to cook. You don't got to worry about thawing it for like 2 days. Fresh, never frozen turkey will change the way you see Thanksgiving and turkey. I promise you that. They're amazing, incredible. So that's what they got at Southern Steer, and we'll talk to them next week about that. I am up on the balcony. There's Rhett Jones. Hey, Rhett, Fran's husband. We're going to bring on Mike's weather page in a couple of minutes. All kinds of fun to be had this afternoon. And please, please, please consider coming by and bringing by some food for those less fortunate for the Feast Food Pantry. Matt and Zach sounded great. I can't wait to see them tonight in beautiful Safety Harbor, Florida. I'm going to just talk to my main man, Klaus, for a second here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Are you on, Klaus?
Yes.
Okay, good. Have a seat, please. Whenever we do a broadcast out here, it's always nice to bring in my co-host.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Klaus. How would you describe the atmosphere at this year's 17th annual Fran Hosch Food Drive?
Well, I'd say that, this is more food than ever. And a big thanks to Mike's weather page, because of how much he does and his following of how many people came here today.
Huge, right?
Yeah, like a bunch of food, bunch of people. It's amazing.
It is pretty amazing. Talk to me about Fran Hosch, attorney at law. How is she as a mother?
An amazing mother. I'm very grateful for her. She's always giving back to the community, doing anything that she can. Just want to say that.
Which of your two brothers are your least favorite?
I can't really say that.
Good. I like to put you on the spot with the hard-hitting questions.
Yep, I know that.
Why is your mother so obsessed with saving animals?
You might want to ask her about that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we have so many animals here. Man, it's a lot.
It is so many animals. Right here on site, we got rabbits, we got a duck, we got a rooster, we got a chicken, there's an owl, there's an eagle, there's a hawk, for crying out loud.
Yeah, exactly.
Animals aplenty.
Yeah, Drew, I just say, with her and animals, it's like bread and butter. You have her, and she's always, donating to different charities for animals. Also, the Raptor Rescue Group.
Yep.
They have all type of birds, all type of different mammals and such. Wow.
Yeah.
They are amazing.
They do great work. I love a raptor. Raptors are my favorite animals on the planet. The powerful eagle, they call it the wolf of the sky.
Yeah.
The red-shouldered hawk. I don't know if you've ever seen a condor. Those are pretty cool, too.
Yeah,
They're gigantic.
Yeah, I know the condors. Those things are humongous, man.
Like the most enormous. I go to Raptor Fest every year. I'm a bird nerd, Klaus. Klaus is the son, the youngest one, of Fran and Rhett. I've been on vacation with them a couple of times up in Bar Harbor, Maine. It's beautiful up there. A lot colder up there right now than it is right here. We're a bit warm. When's the next time you're going up to Maine, Klausy?
So, yeah, for Thanksgiving break, I'm going up there.
Got it.
Also, the school that I go to, Guardian Angels, they gave a lot of food.
Good.
Like peanut butter, canned tuna, like all different things.
Klaus, you a crunchy or a creamy peanut butter guy?
Man, I'm more of a creamy.
Yeah.
Crunchy if, I may be doing a peanut butter, sourdough bread.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. What's your favorite sandwich?
Favorite sandwich? That's a hard one.
Thank
Maybe a Cuban.
Ooh, very nice. Pressed with little salami, little roast pork. Mayo mustard on that bad boy, or just raw dogging it?
Maybe raw dogging it,
All
but
right.
it depends. Maybe, just saying, if I have mayo and ketchup, I'll make a special sauce, and just slabber it on that boy.
Gotcha. Klaus, I'm noticing the time. It is 4:23 right now. In 2 hours, I'm just trying to find a clever way for you to get you to say 6-7, but I couldn't think of one. I was trying to get you to say 6-7 so I could go.
6-7.
What's up with that, dude? What's up with your generation?
I'm saying the school community now.
Yeah.
All these kids are saying 6-7.
Yeah.
It's from a LaMelo Ball edit.
Okay.
If you want me to, I know you're probably gonna have to put me on the spot for this.
Yep.
I will sing the song that comes from.
The doot guy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No. Please do.
6-7. I just bip right on the highway with the track hawk in the driveway, and I'm pulling out the driveway. 6-7.
Wow.
Oh my God, I swear.
That's the doot 6. I don't know, man. It makes me feel so old and out of touch, Klaus.
You're not old, Drew.
Oh,
You're
thank you. Oh.
What are you, 54?
Well, you could have guessed younger. I'm 56, but you could have said 40 or so. You could have said 35. You didn't have to get it within 2 years, for crying out loud. Freaking kid.
I'm just saying, man, here.
6'7".
Is that...
Look how young and hip I am, Klaus. I'm lit, fam.
Oh.
You're mids.
Don't
You're
even
buns.
start me with this. You're buns. Excuse me.
I'm fire.
Are you Y2K?
Wait, what? What does that mean?
Y2K is this different kind of group. It's 2000s.
Oh.
What year were you born? 1960s.
Come on. You got this.
9?
Yep.
69.
You know what 2 years before that was?
67.
6'7". 6'7".
I swear, I will jump off this balcony.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Diz, let's get a break in so that we can talk to Parker Stevenson when he calls. I'm Drew Garabo. He's Klausy. We are right here. Klausy.
Klausy, yeah.
Klausy. I kind of like that because you're classy and you're Klausy. We're at the corner of Nebraska and Omaha in beautiful downtown Palm Harbor. Fran Hosch Law Group, 17th annual food drive for Feast Food Pantry. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk to the legend himself, Parker Stevenson, on Drew Garabo Live.
Just one thing before we leave here.
Yep.
I would like to say that next year, come out to the 18th annual food drive.
Make plans. Thank you.
We'll get a lot of food, is what I'm hoping, and probably more people than this year.
If that's possible.
That's what I'm hoping. Thank you, Drew Garabo.
Thank you, Klaus.
Getting me on this radio.
Thank you, Klaus.
Well, we love you, man, and tune in for Parker Stevenson.
Look at him, this kid.
While we dancing in the party for sure. Slip my when she got in the back door.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Heading on to northbound I-75 from westbound I-4, a disabled vehicle has had the left lane blocked along that entrance ramp. Meanwhile, northbound Dale Mabry remains closed from a bad accident between Swan and Kennedy. Late afternoon volume is now very apparent along all the interstates as well as across the big bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
This month at Wesley Chapel Nissan, we salute the journey in honor of those who serve. Get up to $10,000 off new Nissans or get 0% financing for up to 72 months and get our lifetime warranty on most vehicles. Plus, pre-qualify online, discover your buying power with no impact on your credit. Visit your hometown Nissan store in Wesley Chapel. Under new management, Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
At Jersey College, we know how to give you the support you need to be successful in your nursing career, like we did for Tom.
Re-entering school, I wasn't sure about anything. Instructors went above and beyond, and with nursing, there's no shortage of places to work. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be in terms of how rewarding it can be when you help someone out.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun this Black Friday. Drive a new Tacoma for $179 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from our best price. Click the button on our site to unlock our best price instantly. So visit Sun Toyota of Newport Richey today. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota
of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now during Chevy's Red Tag sales event, we say yes to 0% APR financing on 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500, Equinox, Equinox EV, and Trailblazer for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we're #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
The biggest and final store-wide sale of the year at International Diamond Center is coming next weekend, November 21st through 23rd. 3 days of unprecedented savings, up to 40% off. Eternity bands, hoops, pendants, bracelets, even ready-to-wear engagement rings. Save up to 40% or get 3 years zero-interest financing. This is the event you wait all year for. Colored gemstone and designer fashion jewelry is included. Best prices all year. It's November 21st through 23rd at International International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
Times it's running out. Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City is in their final countdown to finish the year strong, and that means you win. Right now, their new Chevy savings are peaking, and you can get their best offer of the year. That's right. These are the offers you've been waiting for. They're paying top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash that you get, or you can then take that cash and use it to trade up and save even more. The countdown is on. Upgrade now before it's gone. All you need to do is visit stingraychevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Renewal by Anderson has some tremendous values during the month of November. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com to find out more. That is Renewal by Anderson of Florida at bestwindowsflorida.com. They do phenomenal work.
The biggest and final store-wide sale of the year at International Diamond Center is coming next weekend, November 21st through 23rd. 3 days of unprecedented savings, up to 40% off. Eternity bands, hoops, pendants, bracelets, even ready-to-wear engagement rings. Save up to 40% or get 3 years zero-interest financing. This is the event you wait all year for. Colored gemstone and designer fashion jewelry is included. Best prices all year. It's November 21st through 23rd at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota on approved credit.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Join Bud Light and 102.5 The Bone this Saturday from 4 till 6 at Katiki on Gulf Boulevard on Treasure Island. Come watch college football, enjoy Bud Light specials, and win a big screen TV. Visit BudLightFootball.com for details.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Great weather weekend coming up. Clear skies at night. We'll see lows near 60. Lots of sunshine on Saturday and Sunday, and daytime highs near 80. Enjoy.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
And while it all unfolds, stay right there in the moment with me. So much bigger than we know.
Beautiful.
There's no yesterday, there's no tomorrow. So don't make yourself a prisoner of the past. Don't waste it, too afraid of what's ahead.
Out today, the brand new Algorithm album. This is Black Lights by request of one Kevin Officer, drummer for Stick Figure, and 1/3 of the phenomenal Algorithm. My name is Drew Garabo. We are broadcasting live from the Fran Hosch Law Group Food Drive, 17th annual, to benefit the Feast Pantry right here in beautiful Palm Harbor, Florida. Just up the road from us a bit, appearing in Bartow this weekend, but I believe spending some time in the beautiful hamlet of Dunedin, Florida, is the legendary actor and photographer, Mr. Parker Stevenson. Parker, a pleasure to have you on today. How you doing, bud?
Thank you, Drew. I'm doing great. Great to be here.
Yeah, nice to have you. Are you indeed in Dunedin, Florida right now?
Yeah.
Spring training home of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Exactly, and even though I live full time in LA, and we got the Dodgers, I was kind of rooting. I was kind of rooting for Toronto.
It would have been nice to see them get one, but alas, they did not. LA's a very interesting spot, man. I imagine you've been there for quite some time. I had never been until last year before last. We went out there for a series of concerts, and it's something else. People out there are very, very interesting. How would you describe LA to the uninitiated, Parker?
I love that you described people in LA as very interesting. Yeah, it's varied. I've been there since the mid '70s when I came out to do the Hardy Boys, and I didn't move out. I didn't move out to LA, but I never left. So it's nice to come here and be in Dunedin and be in Bartow and be in other places for a change. It's just really varied. I live at the beach, which I love. I'm in Venice, so all my days on Baywatch kind of paid off, and I'm right there on that beach every day. I'm out there, walking, running, surfing. I just love being there. But it's just a mix. It's a mix of everything: sports and entertainment, and you kind of have everything there.
Yeah, you really do, and a beautiful temperate climate as well. We were speaking with Parker Stevenson. He will be at the Bartow Civic Center all week long for the Comic-Con. You can go to bartowcon.com. Parker will be there. Mark Price, Skippy from Family Ties, the kids from the Sid and Marty Krofft show, Land of the Lost, voice of Charlie Brown, voice of Peppermint Patty, and a couple of cats from Stranger Things. Man, Hardy Boys was part of my childhood. Talk about a couple of teen heartthrobs, you and the great Sean Cassidy, bringing the words of the Hardy Boys from the books right to the television screen. Can you kind of talk about how you got involved in that project and how you and Sean Cassidy were picked to be Frank and Joe Hardy?
Yeah, it was really fun because I had just gotten out of college and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I had enrolled in a really boring business program in New York, which I didn't want to do. And I was asked to go out there and do a test. And I was the last person that tested. Sean was the first person that tested. And they've been searching like crazy. And he and I have the same kind of warped, dry sense of humor. So it was just immediately fun. And we kind of hit it off, and the test went well, and we ended up shooting, a test for the pilot, and they said, okay, we're going to go forward. They went like one episode at a time forward for like a whole year. We never quite knew if it was going to continue, but it did, and he started doing his singing, and that was great. That helped. The T-shirts and the posters, and the show just kind of took off. It was a stroke of luck.
Yeah, like lightning in a bottle. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Sean's brother, David Cassidy, in his own right, did quite well. Greg Brady, right?
You bet. Yeah. David was huge at that time, and Sean followed his footsteps and started singing also. Pamela Sue Martin as Nancy Drew, if memory serves, yeah? She is, and Pamela's still a good friend, and Sean's still a good friend from that show. It's unusual. Usually you work together and you get close, and then everyone goes different directions. Maybe you see each other down the road at a promotional event. But Sean and Pamela are both really good friends.
Man,
Hasselhoff, too, from Baywatch. I'm really lucky. Yeah. Those three people stayed really good friends.
For sure. And man, you have been a working actor for decades. I mean, from shows on TV to movies. That's got to be a grind, Parker, to audition constantly, never know when that next paycheck is coming in, knowing that you got to get a job to put food in a refrigerator, right? That can you kind of tell us what that's like for those of us who have never gone through a struggle like that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. When I work, I don't feel like I'm getting paid for the filming. I'm getting paid for all the time that I'm not working, trying to work. But my perspective is probably a helpful one, because the first job I ever had, my dad deciding that I needed to do something at 14, got me a job digging sewage ditches with a shovel for a local company in the neighborhood. And I worked one day and said, this isn't for me. There's got to be a better way. And I was able to go into New York through my mother, who was an actress, and meet some agents and start making rounds. And I started working at 14. So, I was lucky that I had a mom like that, and I was lucky my dad put me in a ditch with a shovel and left me for the day.
Like they said in Caddyshack, the world needs ditch diggers too, right, Parker?
Absolutely, but I just wasn't going to be one.
Man, that's amazing. And then I'm sure through your years of ups and downs, the ultimate highlight had to be watching an award show and hearing Kirstie Alley thank you for giving her the big one for so many years.
I'd almost forgotten about that.
Not a chance,
but inevitably, people come up in airports and just say, I just remember that time Kirstie called you out on the Emmys, and for there was a period there where that's really the only thing I was known for. No one knew really what I did or who I was, but they knew that comment. And,
well, there are worse things to be known for, Parker. Trust me.
Yeah, there is. Although when the show ended and she got in the car with me and we started to head home, I turned to her and I said, "Just so you know, it's okay if you don't mention me in any of your acceptance speeches. It really is. Just leave me out of it. I'm fine. It's all
that's
good."
Great.
Yeah,
well, listen, everybody go see Parker Stevenson. He will be at Bartow Civic Center this weekend, the BartowCon, bartowcon.com. Parker, you're a great guy. Congratulations on the decades of success. I hope it goes awesomely this weekend. Enjoy Dunedin, Florida while you're here, and we'll talk soon, all right?
Thank you, Drew. Really well done. Thanks for a nice interview. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for saying that. Really appreciate it.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Oh, bye-bye. That was very nice of him.
That was awesome.
You just stumbled right into a Parker Stevenson interview, Fran Hosh.
I was so lucky to catch the end of it. I just had to walk up here and thank you and thank the community that's come out today. This food drive has been overwhelming. It's been our most successful ever.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
It's incredible. We've had people that are listening to you on the radio. My good friend Ralph Zuckerman that's behind me.
The Ralph Zuckerman
owns Old McVicky's Farm.
Oh, sweet.
So we've been friends since 1991 when I worked at Bally's teaching aerobics.
What?
Yes.
The Bally's right up there?
Countryside Bally's.
Shut up.
Yeah, I taught aerobics. I worked at the front desk.
What year?
91.
I probably...
Minute ago.
I crap you not. My dad would drive me over to see my granny and grandpa in Largo, and he had that Bally membership where you could work out at like any Bally's in the country, and we'd bring workout stuff, and we would work out at that Bally's, and I was like 22, like that.
Oh my God,
that is crazy to think about if you would check me in. Old McVicky's Farm, by the way, awesome. I love it.
I love it.
They had a birthday party out there. For that Eric kid. Him. And, boy, that was the first time I got to check out Old McVicky's Farm. They do wonderful things out there. It's awesome.
Ralph does so much for the community.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see him. I've seen him like a couple months ago in Maine, but I was surprised to see him out here thanks to you. So I wanted to come up and say thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
We love you. And thanks to everyone that's come out today, you guys. It's been overwhelming. It's been a great response. I know that we outdid last year. We just ran out of bins, 300 of them. Wow. So they're going to pick up some more at Feast. I believe we have 7 trailers full today.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's been an amazing day. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
Mike's Weatherpage.
Oh, he's the greatest, isn't he? When we met like 13, 14 years ago and started our partnership, one of the first things that struck me was our mutual belief that we are here to be stewards of our community, that we're here to pay back, that we have to use whatever positions and platforms we obtain to do good for the community. And it's so wonderful to have been doing it all these years later. And I appreciate our partnership and friendship so much.
So do I. Nothing feels better. It's really awesome. And you probably saw Mike Allstott was out here earlier.
Yep,
He's
absolutely.
out here every year, another huge supporter.
Love it.
Martine Gramatica.
Super Bowl champion Logan Ryan in the house.
Here.
Titus O'Neill.
Amazing day.
Love to see it. Mike's Weatherpage and family here too.
Yeah, he's still out here right now.
He's the greatest, isn't he?
It's been, he's awesome.
What an unlikely superstar he is. Like a guy who just found a passion for weather. And then it's not like he tried to be famous. He just put his product out there, and he's so natural and so untrained and uncoached that people, I think, gravitate to authenticity like that. And that's why, when we first met him, he had barely 1 million followers. Now he's got like 3 million. And I mean, the dude is the most famous non-network weather star in the United States of America.
He is so much fun.
Yeah,
I was
great.
just in the petting zoo with the donkey with him a few minutes ago.
Careful.
We have 2 donkeys
That
at the
donkey
petting
will get
zoo.
drunk around
I
him.
know. That's why. Well, thanks again, Drew, for everything you do for us.
Of course.
And thanks to all the listeners out there. I appreciate you coming out today. We love you. It's been a great turnout.
Awesome. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't come out before 6 o'clock, because we are done here at 6, which means you got plenty of time to come on out and bring stuff for the Feast Food Pantry. Can't wait to see you out here. I'm Drew Garabo. She is Fran Hosh. We are broadcasting live from the law offices of Fran Hosh at the convenient corner of Omaha and Nebraska in downtown Palm Harbor. What kind of stuff? Like non-perishables, right? Like Thanksgiving kind of stuff? Is that what we're looking for today?
Thanksgiving have stuff. Peanut butter, super important. Pasta, those are always on the top of the list. Canned meat, any type of tuna, turkey, Spam. Yeah.
Got to have the Spam.
Well, I'm an 18-year vegetarian.
Oh, wow.
But my family survived on Spam years ago.
Fun fact, I've never had Spam in my life. I've never tried it.
I won't try it,
no.
But my dad loved it. He said
me.
it was his favorite thing. Yeah,
People seem to, like in Hawaii, it's like a breakfast delicacy or something.
Yeah.
Spam and eggs.
My dad used to fry it up, stick it on a sandwich. Ugh. Yeah, but they love it. I shouldn't say, yeah.
There probably isn't that much difference between Spam and like a pork roll, Taylor ham that they make. But like for some reason, just the name Spam, the potted meat description doesn't do anything for my belly. It's doesn't say. My mom once got us that Underwood deviled ham.
Oh my God!
I called DCF, and they said there was nothing they could do.
Wait a minute! I didn't know you were allowed to eat ham.
Yeah, she doesn't really practice.
Right.
My mom's not that kosher. She'll eat pork like nobody's business.
Well, I think it's very important. I like to remind people every year that my family in Germany suffered food insecurity after my grandfather was killed. They were saving their Jewish neighbors who were very close friends of theirs, and
love it.
I'm so proud of what he did,
Yeah.
and proud of my family, and grateful to be here.
Well, yeah, and your family did such an amazing job shaping and forming you and your values system, you know, and I know that I know how proud your dad was of you, and
Thanks. My dad loved you.
yeah, he was great, and just to see you carry on that tradition of helping other people is so awesome. That's what we're here for.
That's it.
That's why we were put here on this beautiful earth. All right,
Thanks,
let's
guys.
take a
All right,
moment.
let's go.
We're going to come back, Diz, and we'll talk to Mike's weather page about weather, about life, about his events, about Chili's. His unnatural fascination for the chain restaurant that I just don't get. And we return with more Drew Garabo Live, broadcasting from the Fran Hosh Food Drive. I've been here for 13 of the 17 years. Can't wait to see you out here before 6 o'clock. Stop on by with some non-perishables, and we'll see you here on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Didn't I treat you right
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's that time of year. Time to feed Tampa Bay this Thanksgiving as we partner with Metropolitan Ministries for our annual Feed the Bay food drive. Now more than ever, Metropolitan Ministries needs the Bone fam to show up and help take care of our community. You guys are the best in the Bay at it. Help us fight food insecurity this holiday season and make sure every family has the warm holiday meal they deserve. Come hang out with the Bone as we broadcast all day, collecting your donations at Walmart, 1505 North Dale Mabry in Tampa. That's on Dale Mabry, just off 275. From frozen turkeys to canned goods, every little bit helps. And you can bring them anytime, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can also make donations and get info on the drive at theboneonline.com. Help us feed the Bay, Friday, November 21st, with Metropolitan Ministries and 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
It's still a mess in Tampa from an accident which has caused northbound Dale Mabry to be closed between Swan and Kennedy. Heading on to northbound I-75 from westbound I-4, a disabled vehicle has had the left lane blocked along that entrance ramp. In St. Pete, there's a crash now along 34th Street North at 58th Avenue. This is Jim with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah's ready to cook, Tampa.
Get ready for 2026 with the right health coverage. Open enrollment period is here, and our Florida Blue agents are ready to help you find a plan that fits your family's needs and budget. Don't miss out. Call 1-866-531-8473 today. Open enrollment period ends January 15th. Call us today at 1-866-531-8473. Policies have limitations and exclusions.
Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota offers you a Black Friday exclusive 2-year financing. You can buy now and pay nothing until 2027. That's Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota. They have exquisite workmanship. They're reliable and dependable. Renewal by Anderson of Tampa, Sarasota. Superior products, exceptional service, bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
The mix of salty sea air and burnt rubber. The big skies, high banks, and grandstands. The rumble in your chest. That's what we love about the Daytona 500. Honoring history and making it. At the biggest race of the year on the biggest stage of a lifetime. The Daytona 500. You gotta see it to believe it. February 15th, 2026. Secure your experience now at Daytona500.com.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $199 per month. New Accords are just $189 per month, or get a new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. We're approving all credit applications, and we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-575-7725 for more information.
Hey, it's Galvin, and I have great news for you. Badger Bob services are now in Tampa Bay. Have a problem with your AC? Well, Badger Bob's can fix any cooling or heating breakdown fast with a 1-year parts and labor guarantee. And if the problem returns, so will Badger Bob's. You get upfront and flat rate pricing on all repairs. And Badger Bob's has a 100% satisfaction guarantee that they stand behind. Get a free estimate for cooling system replacement with guaranteed next day installation, or they're going to pay you $250. Book a free estimate or service and see real-time availability online by visiting BadgerBobs.com. With over 100 trucks and technicians on the road every day, they can get to you fast. Badger Bob Services has been serving the Sun Coast since 1982. Badger Bob's, funny name, but they're serious about service. It's who they are. Badger Bob Services now in Tampa Bay. Just go to BadgerBobs.com. HVAC license CAC 1815977.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun this Black Friday. Drive a new Tacoma for $179 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from our best price. Click the button on our site to unlock our best price instantly. So visit Sun Toyota of Newport Richey today. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota
of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Weather Type Mike is well aware that consumer confidence is low and people are struggling right now. So it's natural that homeowners are putting off big home improvement projects. Weather Type Windows offers no money down and no interest for 12 months. So if you need replacement windows, don't hesitate to call my friends at Weather Type Windows. They will work with you to make sure you can afford to protect your home with high-impact, energy-efficient windows made in the USA.
WeatherTypeWindows.com. WeatherType Windows.
President Donald J. Trump's historic victory in the 2024 election is the biggest political comeback in American history. And now you can own a piece of this history in your hands. The rare collectibles TV exclusive special label Donald J. Trump 2025 American Silver Eagle coin is available for now because less than 10,000 of these patriotic treasures exist. This rare Silver Eagle coin represents the first and only silver dollar series in American history to be struck from 1 ounce pure silver and displays this exclusive limited edition Donald Trump presidential holder. Call 800-525-5077 to honor the inspirational president of the people, Donald J. Trump, and also secure a gold $40 Trump gift absolutely free. Call 800-525-5077 right now to reserve your pedigree label Donald J. Trump 2025 American Silver Eagle coin and free gift. That's 800-525-5077.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
This song was performed for the very first time in our studio by these boys. Here is the album version. Let's crank it up on this beautiful Friday afternoon, Diz, and listen to the brand new Algorithm. Stream it this weekend. This is When the World Stops. I'm going to start singing there, so I end up on a little talked up unnecessarily. Here's Algorithm. When the World Stops. 125.
I'll be there for you when the world stops. Fire dies down and the lights all go out.
Shout out to my boys Kyle.
We will walk hand in hand.
They make up Algorithm
to the very end.
Performing
I'll be there for you
at Janice Live with tons of friends. That's a great thing about an Algorithm show is you never know who's going to be jumping up on stage with these boys. Is it going to be Dan from Fortunate Youth? Maybe. Who's it going to be on New Year's Eve? Who knows? You know you're going to have a great musical experience with the organic sounds of Algorithm. Speaking of organic, I was just talking to my very good friend Hosh about the unlikely success story that is Mike from Mike's Weather page. He's a man passionate about weather, just started doing weather, putting together spaghettimodel.com, and then next thing you know, the world found you. Mike, in an era when so many people try to get famous, you became famous for doing something that you're knowledgeable about and doing something that you love. Tell us what that felt like in those early stages when you started seeing clicks coming in and clicks coming in. The next thing you knew, you blink your eyes and you got 1 million followers.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. I mean, I definitely didn't try to make it happen. I mean, I I'm sitting in the couch. My wife worked at Publix 38 years now.
Wow.
And I took over the kid duty, and I would sit there with my laptop on my lap, and then Facebook came around in 2009, and I'm like, oh, this is cool, and I'm like posting and, I remember I always share the story of my 5,000th fan. It was at Chili's, and the bartender girl, I was at 4,999, and I'm like, go like my page. I'm like, this is awesome, hit 5,000, and I was so excited. And then here we are, man. It's nuts. And I'm like self-conscious a little bit sometimes because like these, kids, the younger generation come up and they get excited, or, I'm like 9, 10-year-olds watching weather, and that's inspired me more than anything is the younger generation,
Yeah, you help them become passionate about something that drives all of our lives. I mean, look, when we get together as adults, we talk about a couple of different things: what restaurants we like to go to, what streaming shows we're watching, and the friggin' weather. And to be able to deliver insight like you do without the pressures and the restrictions of some corporate news entity telling you what to say and how to say it and what not to say. You are your own filter, and I'm sure you beat yourself up along the way for some perceived missteps or whatever, but your heart is in the right place, dude, and you deliver accurate and insightful info to people who really need it, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I do take a lot of pride in the words that I choose, and I've tried to change a lot of my tone. I stay away from adjectives. That's like my marketing statement. Stay away from adjectives. Show all sides, and just you start to realize who's listening, and you just got to cater to everybody. And sometimes I used to sound excited when a storm's coming, and I didn't mean it to be like that, and people can see that. And in this new age, like you're talking about with social media, you got big bosses saying we need numbers like Mike, let's say. And so how do you get it? I don't know. Like, some of these, you post great content, you get 3 likes. It's like, it's so hard. And a lot of these, I'm sure corporations, you might know too, right? They want numbers. And it's like, I don't know how to get numbers sometimes. And it's a tough road to be on is what makes the world, the algorithm, your band, what makes it work.
Yeah. Well, I think what draws people to you is the fact that you're not trying to get clicks, and it's ironic because it's kind of like the dichotomy of golf, right? When you try to swing real hard, that's when you're going to top the ball and it's not going to go anywhere. But when you go slow and easy, the ball will go a mile. With you, if you were trying to force content out there, trying to get the clicks, I don't think it would turn people on like it does. But because you're just you're passionate about what you do, you deliver an authentic product, that makes people want to consume it, if that makes sense.
Well, and it drives me. I'll admit it. I love 99% of our comments. We've talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't let the bad ones get to me anymore because there's so many good ones.
Yep.
And so I feel like this last trip to Gatlinburg, the most craziest thing happened. I'm about an hour outside of Gatlinburg, getting ready to get on Interstate 40. I'm parked by this little barn. Lady walks up next to me, and she's with window up. Mike. I roll it down, and she's like, "It is Mike." She recognized my rental car from the pictures that I posted in Gatlinburg.
Good Lord!
But they drove up from Florida because they've never seen snow. So I was like, that was their adventure. They had a little boy.
Yeah.
And that she would show me pictures, and it felt like I got goosebumps. I'm still getting goosebumps because that was me and Julie and Emily when she was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And here these people are taking the same trip. And, hey, Mike's in Gatlinburg. Let's go to Gatlinburg, and I met so many people in Gatlinburg. I'm like, so that's kind of the role. Like you said, I'm sharing weather, and people are enjoying it with me.
Yeah, and it's about more than weather, though. It's about the lifestyle, It's about who you are, and that's why I love when you post non-weather related content. When you post about your family and you post about Chili's and you post about that, people are interested in you and the weather, and it's not just the weather. And to hear that someone saw you up in Gatlinburg, decided they were going to take their family on an adventure. Imagine how many of those stories you don't hear about that you're influencing. You're creating memories for families, bro.
It's awesome, man. No, I love it. There's not a day that goes by that I don't enjoy it. I mean, I'm just so blessed. It's been a heck of a ride, man.
Yeah, man. Gatlinburg's cool, right?
Oh, it's awesome. It was cool, literally. I went to the top of a mountain. So I was so stupid about snow. I had a quarter tank of gas. All my followers were like, "Look, no idiot drives in the middle of a snowstorm on top of a mountain with a quarter tank of gas." I didn't have a hat on. I almost lost my ears. I mean, I've never experienced frostbite. I couldn't even feel my ear. It was like solid. I'm like, "Oh my God, my blood's frozen," And I'm like I'm in the rental car with the heat full blast, like getting air in my freaking ear. I'm like, people are never gonna let me down. I didn't have food. I didn't have water. I'm like, I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm driving down this, So it was an adventure, man. I loved it. I mean, but I don't know what it is about snow. Like I was like a kid at Christmas. Christmas.
Yeah.
I get all giddy, and it's kind of neat.
It's neat to visit, but you don't want to live in it and shovel it every day.
Well, I was sick of it after a day.
Yeah, my parents moved us down from Massachusetts in '78 because we had a blizzard in April, and my dad was like, "I am not shoveling one more day of snow. Let's find a different climate." And boom, next thing you know, we're in Florida.
I was going to post a picture. I was in Asheville, and I started seeing these bags on the side of the road. And I thought they were sandbags.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, that kind of looks like home. Why are these people have sandbags? They're leaf bags. So that must be a thing up there. They must rent them or something because they had Lowe's bags. And I'm thinking the leaves, they must go through hell trying to rake these leaves, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that ain't fun. I wouldn't want to do that.
And that's another beautiful city that was ravaged by the storms, you know, like you and I were talking about before we got on the air. You know, we get so trapped in our bubble here when it comes to the storm damage that we suffer. What they went through in North Carolina, especially Asheville, catastrophic, right?
Yeah, and I mentioned this. I felt guilty. Like, we all saw the aerial videos from going on up there in the mountains, and I don't know if we were consumed with what's happening here in Florida and landfall in Georgia, but I was walking the streets and seeing buildings like they were frozen in time, and concrete, windows gone, insulation gone, and water lines 20, 30 foot high from a creek that's 10 foot below, and talking to a local up there telling me how awful it was, and I just can't imagine what so many went through with that. And we all just kind of forget how bad it probably was for so many. And I don't know, it just touched me. And I every time I do one of these trips, I learn something. And now I really learned flooding and how bad it can be. I mean, it's just devastating. And that was in the middle of the mountains. I mean, these inland effects with storms are becoming the story anymore, not so much the landfall. It was like the flooding we had during Milton. We had Largo areas evacuated. So these inland effects are becoming more of the story that I don't think used to get talked about a lot.
Right.
So now we're seeing like widespread people impacted.
Yeah. With Mike's weather page, we dodged a huge bullet this year for hurricane season, a non-event pretty much. We didn't have one single moment where we were really, sweating it out. Must have been a little bit somewhat anticlimactic for you, but I know that you're relieved that our area was spared Mother Nature's wrath,
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing. So, like cold fronts, we had rare August cold fronts coming down, and basically in August, September, we get a strong Bermuda high, and that blocks systems, and they go to the Caribbean, and they eventually curve. This year we had cold fronts, everything curved, east of the U.S., a weird phenomenon that high never built in. So every storm this season, except for Jamaica, pretty much was a fish storm.
Yeah.
But we still had 3 Cat 5s and a Cat 4.
Wow.
I mean, so the season produced some serious stuff. I mean, but because and I tell you, I go on this soapbox. Everybody always asks me, is it going to be a busy year? They want to know how many names we're going to have.
Right.
And so you have to ask yourself, what defines a busy year? So 2023, we had 22 storms that year, and only one hit the U.S. that was impactful. That was Idalia.
Yeah.
Everybody has to remember it only takes one. I mean, it doesn't matter if there's 15 storms and they all curve in the Atlantic. You think it's a slow season because you weren't affected. But it takes that one that doesn't curve. And guess what? 22 was Ian. We only had 2 storms that hit the U.S. in 22, Ian and Nicole. Man. But nobody's going to say that season was slow.
No.
And we only had 2 storms hit the U.S.
Man.
So we have to really lose that how many named storms we're going to get. Cause then people get mad. They're like, well, you guys blew the forecast. There's only 14 storms, because they're being told they're going to be 25 storms.
Right.
So there's a lot of emotion that goes into preseason hype, and we just got to get back to it only takes one. Who cares if there's 20? As long as they all fish, who cares?
Yeah, and John Senning and I talk about it all the time, how lucky we are here in Tampa Bay because we've got Paula Delgado, we've got Dennis Phillips, we've got Mike's weather page, you know what I mean? And those guys are phenomenal at what they do. They, like we talked about, are restricted in what kind of the message they can send and the way they send it. They're very authentic dudes. I know both of them. They're great guys, but you don't have the restrictions that they do. You are free to be yourself and offer more than just weather and whatnot. But when it comes to serving the community and giving us valuable information, I know that you're in contact with those guys as well. They appreciate what you do and you appreciate what they do.
They're good friends. Yeah. Dennis will text me and he'll be like, what did you just post that? Like sometimes he's like, I'm posting something maybe that's a little like too soon or something. I tell you, you mentioned this maybe the last time, but So we had Hurricane Aaron this year. It was a Category 5, and the 5-day model maps looked like it was going to head right to Florida. And all the news shares the NHC 5-day cone, and it's pointing straight to Florida. Then you see headlines that say, Aaron is barreling towards Florida, or, Florida's watching Aaron close in. But if you show them the 10-day spaghetti models, in the reality, it's going to curve. And it curved. It missed everybody.
Right.
So I can see the hype. And I think this year there was more hype for non-storms because, unfortunately, the media, national media too, they really want to keep that fear on the edge of the seat.
Yep.
And I get it. So that drives more people to me.
Yep.
Without a storm.
Correct.
But I can feel it. I know. Oh man. I mean, I shake my head sometimes at these words that they use. Braces for impact.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Barrels down on us.
Yeah. I mean, catastrophic.
Yeah.
We know it's gonna. I mean, that.
And I think maybe that's why it gets to you when people accuse you of fear mongering, is because you're so conscious of not doing what the corporations do and the main, major media outlets do by trying to fear monger, by trying to get people to go and watch longer.
Keep watching.
You just want to give information and make sure that people are aware of what's happening out there.
Well, when I was addicted to likes and clicks, okay, I can tell you that. If I was to say basically, we're out of harm's way, it's over. I know instantly I'm not going to get engagement. And I might have been that guy 10 years ago that didn't want to do that. I wanted to clicks and likes. I mean, I evolved. I mean, I'll admit it. I was the guy that would share the worst case model because it was like a drug. It was like, oh, my God, I just got 18,000 likes on this GFS run.
Yeah.
Don't do it now because I know, it's wrong, but there's others out there doing it. So then they come to my page, and it's like I don't even have to do it now because they're coming to me because they don't know what to believe. But you could lose the hype if you tell the truth too early. So how long do you keep that chance up?
Right,
and that's got to be a decision in that corporate office. We got to keep the numbers though. We got to keep the people watching because they don't want to be told there's nothing coming because nobody's going to be tuning in.
Would you? I've never asked you this before, and I never really wondered it until what you just said. If some major corporation came along and offered you $1 million for the rights to say Mike's weather page, you wouldn't do it, would you?
I would not.
Good.
No,
Good.
There wouldn't be any amount of money at this point.
Love it.
And I was so happy during Melissa. I got to be on Aaron Burnett's show, and I've been on Aaron Burnett's show a lot. CNN. I don't care politics. I have half and half.
Yep.
And some people stop watching me because I'm on Fox Weather once a week now. I won't watch that. I'm like, okay, well, I'll be on CNN tonight.
Right.
But so I love the fact that they still, and it's funny is they know I'm on Fox. Like, because we were talking about, this is a true story. They were trying to get me backdrop. Like, can you do a monitor and point? This is CNN, and I'm like, I really don't do that. So then they said, just do that scene you did at Fox with your plaques behind you. So they already knew I was on Fox. And I'm like, awesome. Because then I called my Fox lady. I'm like, Emily, I felt like I just cheated on you. You guys are going to call me next week? And like, we don't care, So that was cool. I'm really excited that both networks know that I'm on both channels.
Dude, I mean, that means you're a success at what you do.
I don't want to, I was so afraid I was going to lose my contact there,
We talk a lot about engaging the haters, and it's something you and I both suffer from, which is paying too close attention to the negative comments. And I think the place where you and I are trying to get to, and maybe we're there, is that it is a tremendous disservice to so many positive people who love and support what you do to allow the small microscopic percentage of haters to permeate and get reactions from you. It's the people who love you and support you and engage with you that deserve our attention, not the miscreants who are just out there because they're empty souls and they want to bring you down to their level,
You told me this, and it stuck in my head about a year ago, that we tend to scroll, and we scroll by the good ones, and you stop at that one bad one. And I was that guy, and now I'm seeing the other Mets, not in the Tampa Bay area. That I follow so many, and they're doing what we talked about. They're commenting on that negative, which is like you said. So when you don't respond to people, I would like them to think I'm not reading them.
Right.
But in reality is if you respond to that negative, you are reading them. But now you're not commenting on them, and then you feel like they just wasted a paragraph they're thinking, and you don't care.
Right.
So, And I'm at this point too. Luckily, my fans will go after him.
Yeah,
so
that is nice when they self-police like that.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. It just something hit me this year. I think because when I'm out in public, the people are so good.
Yeah,
and I that's overcome the one or two negatives.
Yeah, real people, like real human interactions like that means so much because, like, as much of a dick as I am on the radio, sometimes to some people. I can count on one hand the number of times in person someone's like been negative to me. It's always super nice people. And now they might walk away and be like, dick face. You should have heard what I said about him or called him online. But to a person, they're always so nice in public. They show up at great charity events like this, and we're very blessed to be able to do what we do, brother.
Well, and I believe in first speech or First Amendment rights. I mean, I think that's to a point. I think that's people's right to say they don't like somebody. And if they don't like you, that's their prerogative.
Absolutely.
But when they start attacking you, like Dennis told me, it's your house.
Yeah.
So they come into your house and they start bashing you, then come on. Like, don't come to my page and tell me how much you hate it.
Yeah, it is an interesting sociological statement for someone who would claim to hate you or hate me and then take time out of their day to consume our product. Like, there's so much out there for you that is not this radio show, that is not Mike's weather page, yet you are drawn to it, even though you're trying to convince yourself that you're doing it because you don't like it. What are you really doing with your life, you know?
Well, and I argue with my dad, 87 years old, right? He's very political.
Yeah.
And he doesn't understand the one side. And I'm like, well, Dad, guess what? I've learned from Mike's weather page, they don't understand your side.
Right.
They think you're right. They're right. You think you're right. Maybe who's right?
Nobody.
I mean, so I'm like, one thing this journey has taught me is I'm more compassionate, understanding, and I think that's just seeing, I'm sure you've been through it, just seeing so many people, and it's brought out I've had a good run, man. I mean, I'm just so fortunate, and the people that I meet, and opportunities, and Fran, we're mutual with her, and her, Rhett, her husband, and
Have they got you up to Maine yet?
They keep begging me.
Dude, do it.
I know.
It'll change your world. Their spot that they've got in Bar Harbor will absolutely change your world. We stayed up there twice, and it is amazing. You got to take the family. You got to go up there with them. Let them take you out to eat. And dude, it is incredible up there. It's beautiful. Yeah. I consider Maine to be the most physically beautiful state that I've been to in our country. It is just naturally phenomenal.
Yeah, I was up in Wisconsin this year at a wedding. It was kind of not the same, but just that fresh crispness, the air, it's but I love Florida too. I'm not dogging it, but it's always fun. That's why I go to the mountains. I love a change of pace.
Same.
I mean, you can't eat steak every night of the week.
No, you can't.
You got to mix it up a little bit.
You absolutely do. He is Mike's weather page. Throw him a follow. You'll be among the millions of people who follow him and rely on his weather insight. Well, so what do we got coming up? We had a couple of days of chilly weather, and of course, every year on this date it seems to be warmer than usual. Now we get a nice brisk chill. What are we looking at down the road, Mike?
Yeah, I don't see any major cold fronts coming back again, almost to Thanksgiving. So. We got a little front later next week that might bring some rain down, but nothing cold. That cold snap we had was rare, but I don't see, at least through Thanksgiving. You know, I encourage everybody, to take advantage of these weekends for Christmas decorations and stuff. It's like, I joke, the weather's boring, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. I mean, this is the time of year that, get outside and, do things that you might not have done in the summer.
Yeah, hell yeah. You went on Tom and Dan recently, right? Love those boys. Daniel's my old co-host from Real Radio, one of my best friends, and we had a couple of now is a very grown-up version of the two of us. When we were in radio together on the same show, I was barely 30 years old. He was a couple of years behind me, and we were the most – I'll have to let you listen to some tapes sometime. We were the most insane lunatics. If the tapes that we did on terrestrial radio ever were to make the light of day, we would get canceled in a minute. We were nuts. We'd prank call restaurants. The two of us were lunatics, and I'm so glad to see what he's carved out in the podcast space. If you are into podcasts, you should check out A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. How did you first get hooked up with those dudes?
Random email or something. They said they were trying, or maybe you guys. I think John hooked me up. Maybe I think John introduced us. They were trying to reach out, and they follow. And it's. I love them. I went to their studio one time.
Yeah.
And, Dan's crazy, and of course Tom, kids and stuff. So, yeah, it's been that was one of my first gigs, radio. So anytime they call, I'm like, you guys. I mean, I remember the first ones, and it's always cool to get a text from somebody in Orlando like, hey, I just heard you on the radio, because they play on the radio too at night.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So they'll be like, guess who's on my radio it is now, So
that's the best part of Daniel's story, is that he walked away from radio. They offered him a contract. He was just sick of working for Russ Rollins in the morning, And so he then when they offered him a new contract, he said, no, I think I'm going to do my own thing. And that took a lot of guts. And I know those guys scratch and claw to make money and to keep it running, but he was able to just walk away from it, create a great podcast empire. And then Real Radio came to him and said, listen, how would you feel about us carrying your podcast, the radio version, at night? Like, that's as good as it gets right there. You walk away on your own terms, and then they beg you to come back.
You don't do any extra work.
No, yeah, that wouldn't happen with me. If I walked away, they'd be like, great, see you later, loser. Best of luck to you. Hope you do real well with that podcasting thing.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I was listening to Fran just now, and she loves her animal. You love your animal.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She brought a donkey in just for me, I think. Yeah, we had a donkey over there.
That's
just now.
so great.
I know, man. She told me she was going to do that. So
she's the best.
I want to post a picture. I haven't really had a lot of pictures with real donkeys, so I got, you'll be right there next to me.
A bunch of asses. I love to hear it. He is Mike's weather page. Throw him a follow. Mike, you're the best. Appreciate our friendship. Appreciate knowing you. And I love seeing your wife crushing it in the gym every morning. She is doing the work. And I love to see it, man. You with your walks, too. You guys are killing it, dude.
Walking and talking. I made a joke to her that I thought she really wasn't going to the gym. Because, and then you told me, you text me, and I'm like, oh, I feel like an ass.
She's really there, and she's working hard, man.
Yeah, and we're trying to live longer, man.
Dude, that's exactly it.
If I could just slow down on the late night shenanigans, but
if it brings you joy, keep doing it.
Oh, man. I do. I wake up at 5 in the morning and feeling like $1 million. So.
Question: did my man Craig get at you from the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a cool little award coming next year. I got to get back with him.
Yeah. I can't wait for that. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too early or anything. But if you support the Down Syndrome of Tampa Bay, for which I'm the vice president, you'll definitely want to make plans to go to the gala next year, where they'll be bestowing some serious community awards on some people that I know and love.
Well, not to let the cat out of the bag, right? That's where Sarah's at right now. They're doing a Best Buddies bowling.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, she's so awesome.
Dude, she is.
You see the video of her singing the national
anthem? Love it.
Oh, my God.
Dude, brightens up my world.
Let me tell you a true story. I know but we're just hanging around. The band's on break. We always let her loose,
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we hear her singing. We look up, and she's on the dang stage with the microphone, and everybody's standing up because she's singing the national anthem. And we felt like jerks. We weren't listening, And
right.
oh my God! And then they all cheered for her, and she actually put emotion in it, like I'm like, oh my God! I was getting goosebumps. I'm like,
dude, she's an amazing kid.
It's tough. It's tough with special needs. I mean, it's been a rough road, but. Any special needs parents out there, it gets better.
It does, and there's a great community here in Tampa Bay. And if you are the parent of a kid with Down syndrome, by all means, look into the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. We do all kinds of workshops and activities and events, and you'll feel part of a community. It's really full circle. A buddy of mine, Chris, that we work with. He already helped us out a lot with the DSATB, with Down to Bowl and whatnot. And then one day he comes in my office. He said, "You're not going to believe this, but my wife and I, they told us our child would be born with Down syndrome." And I was like, "Wow!" I said, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, someone might have said, "I'm so sorry," but now all I can say is congratulations.
Yeah.
You're going to be welcomed into this beautiful community. And sure enough, he's got a group of Down syndrome dads that he goes and does stuff with, and his wife does stuff with the Down syndrome moms. It's a lot different now than it was probably when Sarah was born. And
and it's hard. I mean, God, I'll never forget that day, man. I mean, it was bad. I mean, the first 6 months, Julie didn't want to take pictures of her, and I would cover up the stroller because I didn't want people to see her, and I was embarrassed, and it was such a bad feeling, and then all of a sudden a switch flipped, and thank goodness, because it was hard, man, and I mean it's tough.
Yep.
But hey, man, I mean, like you said, all kids are great. I mean, autistic, down. You just got to go. Just got to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And there are more good memories now that we never would have had.
No question. And she brightens people's world up, like she did in that bar by singing the national anthem. Like anywhere she goes, she's got I often think that the extra chromosome that people with Down syndrome are gifted with gives them this beautiful unconditional love that the rest of us just don't feel for each other. They've got this beautiful spirit, and we people not blessed with that extra chromosome tend to be cynical, tend to have negative reactions sometimes, and people with Down syndrome, they're just this beautiful, unconditional hugs and love.
Yeah, no, you're right. She'll call me when I'm storm chasing. Like, she'll call me in the morning. Like, she'll text me a bunch of letters. She doesn't know what she's saying, but it's as good as a, hey, Dad, I love you, My other one, Emily, go a week before, next time she texts me, she goes, hey, for Christmas, I want my Jeep wrapped pink. I'm like, oh, nice to talk to you. Yeah, by the way, Dad's in the middle of a hurricane. I'm okay. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, it's the truth, man.
Oh, man, that's great.
So, yeah, we could all learn a lot from.
Em got her first tattoo.
Oh, my God. I know. I have nothing against them. It's just you worry about your kid being whimmy,
of course.
And I'm like, it was 2 years she's been asking.
Yeah.
And it's cool. We want to do matching ones. I said, we get like a hurricane or something.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, we let her go. That's the hardest thing as a parent too. When you spoil your kid and they're your life. So we had to go to Catholic school when we got married.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Catholic, Julie is. And I'll never forget the priest talked about don't get too involved with your kids, because when the kids are gone, you got to end up with each other.
It's true.
And then I start seeing that now with people I know sometimes. Like, you get awkward if you wrap your whole life around your kids. Guess what? When it's just you two.
Oh, yeah.
What do you talk about?
You got to rediscover your relationship.
Yeah, when that's the same with kids. When they go off to school, you're like, man, but it's going to be all right. I mean, it takes time to adapt.
It does, and there's a beauty in the relationship that you develop with your kid once they're out on their own, an adult. My son came over for breakfast this morning, and I cooked him an omelet, and we sat and talked about work and talked about traveling and how important it is for him to see the world, and to be buddies with your kid at 22 years old and have him want to hang out with you. And
dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, we had his first legal drink together at the castle. I know. It definitely wasn't his first taste of alcohol.
My best story was we go to Talladega, and I used to push Emily in a stroller at 6 months old.
Wow.
And she drove from Orlando to Talladega this year on her own, 10 hours.
What?
Because she didn't want to miss the party with the parents. And we actually partied on the boulevard together, drinking shots and drinking whatever else was handed to us. And I'm like, this is like full circle, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm partying with my damn daughter now, man.
You did it right, dude.
I was like, this is awesome. Like, I wouldn't tell her that, but I was like, yeah, man, I waited my whole life for, like, the Collins song, waited my whole life for whatever, like, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, because when I was pushing that stroller at 2, I'm like, what if that's going to be my girl one day that everybody's staring at and, butts hanging out of their shorts? I'm like,
not if you do it right.
I'm like, well, there's only, we see the stuff she buys on Amazon. Julie will show it to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is that?
Where are you going to wear that?
I'm like, these leather boots.
Oh,
and stuff.
no.
I'm like, oh, God, don't show me that stuff. I don't want to know.
Mike, you are the man. Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah, I love it, man. Thank you.
Throw Mike's weather page a follow. I'll return. We have got one more segment here at the Fran Hosch Law Group 17th annual food drive, my 13th. And we'll be right back with more Real Raw Radio.
See, I'm riding high.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In St. Pete, there's accident activity along northbound I-275 at the Pinellas Bayway or 54th Avenue South. There's also one on 4th Street North at 38th Avenue. At last check in Hillsborough, wreck northbound on the Veterans Expressway still have the 2 left lanes blocked at Hutchinson Road. And there's a crash on Fletcher at 22nd Street. This is Jim with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let him cook, Tampa.
Come visit the Wonderland of Jewelry at the Gold and Diamond Source. With over 25 times the inventory and selection of the average jewelry store, Steve and Julie Weintraub are going to take care of you just like you're a member of their family. They offer everything for the first-time jewelry buyer to the most exquisite selection of museum-quality pieces, that once-in-a-lifetime piece that will make your special someone grin from ear to ear. You can enjoy a comfortable, relaxed atmosphere, no stress, no pressure. Their experienced staff of gemologists, jewelers, and designers will take care of all of your jewelry needs. From their luxurious jewelry boxes to the VIP customer care, there are so many reasons to make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. Shop online anytime at goldanddiamond.com or stop by the showroom. You'll find it at 3800 Ulmerton North Road.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
This Thanksgiving, while everyone's fighting over the last piece of pie, you could be working on your own stuffing. At Planet X and XTC Adult Superstore, we've got everything you need to turn Turkey Day into Thirsty Day. From pleasure-enhancing treats to toys that'll make you say, oh my gravy. Skip the leftovers. We're serving up hot deals all month. Get your partner something to be thankful for. Or treat yourself to a feast of fun that lasts way past dessert. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter, where being naughty is always in season. This November, come get stuffed the fun way.
Your brain holds all the pathways to memories, to dreams, the very essence of your human spirit. At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, our experts protect those pathways. With state-of-the-art technology and groundbreaking treatments, we care for the most complex neurological conditions. So you can keep moving, keep dreaming, keep being your whole self. Visit thebrainandspineexperts.com.
Black Friday starts now at Crown Hyundai during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 600 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com. With approved credit, 24 months lease, pay miles, year $59.95 to Sonic plus dealer fee on electronic bonding fee expires 11/30/25.
Here's the deal. Your AC might not be the only problem. Leaky, outdated, or clogged ductwork is costing you comfort and money. That's why Superheat and Air and Plumbing looks at the whole picture. They replace old systems, clean your ducts with RotoBrush Tech, sanitize them with BioFresh fogging, and even re-engineer your duct system for balanced airflow. Right now, get $1,500 off a new duct system with zero down and 0% APR for 18 months on new HVAC installs. Local, honest, and fast. Superheat and Air and Plumbing, get it done right. Give them a call today at 813-618-5818 or find them online at superheatandair.com. And we know when it comes to AC, there's a lot of companies to look at, but trust the people that I trust to come in my home and have for the last 10 years. Superheat and Air and Plumbing. Find them online at superheatandair.com or give them a call anytime at 813-618-5818. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for emergencies. It's Superheat and Air and Plumbing. Tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Let's live more. These deals are making waves during Norwegian Cruise Line's Black Friday sale. Get 50% off all cruises. Plus, enjoy our free at sea package with world-class specialty dining, unlimited premium beverages, and more. All included with your cruise. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
At Jersey College, we know how to give you the support you need to be successful in your nursing career, like we did for Tom.
Re-entering school, I wasn't sure about anything. Instructors went above and beyond, and with nursing, there's no shortage of places to work. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be in terms of how rewarding it can be when you help someone out.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now's the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Football season is here, and Hooters is your game day HQ. Catch all the action with ice-cold $6 Big Daddy Buds, $6.50 Mick Ultras, and $5 Neutrals all day, every day. Or grab a wings to go at originalhooters.com to find a location near you.
This is a cat named Mo. Switching point of sale systems is a total nightmare. Here's the thing. Shopify POS makes switching easier. A Shopify POS expert, which is a real human being, will help with setup and data migration. No need to be your own tech support because with with Shopify POS, you get the support for free. You'll also get a free card reader and 25% off POS subscription fees. Switching your POS is easier with Shopify. Eligibility requirements apply. To learn more, visit shopify.com/switch now. That's shopify.com/switch now.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-3128. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-3128. That's 800-575-3128. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Join 1025 The Bone as we broadcast live all day for Feed the Bay. Friday, November 21st from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Walmart on Dale Mabry, just off 275 in Tampa, as we collect food and donations for Metropolitan Ministries. Now, more than ever, Metropolitan Ministries could use your help to take care of the needs of our community. Details at theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Great weather weekend coming up. Clear skies at night. We'll see lows near 60. Lots of sunshine on Saturday and Sunday, and daytime highs near 80. Enjoy.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I love about Diz. One of the many things I love about Diz is dude will just flat out play the right rejoin without you even saying a word about it. He's a radio pro.
Appreciate it, brother.
Of course, man. Thank you for filling in today. I know there's nothing you'd rather be doing than hanging out at a radio station late on a Friday afternoon after already being at a radio station all day, but we couldn't do it without you, Diz.
I appreciate you, dog. Anything for you guys, man.
Gia. We are at the closing moments of the Fran Hosch Law Group food drive. You got about 20 minutes to get your stuff on out here. And look at that. My man Anthony out there helping some young ladies. Watch out for the dead bodies in there. Unloaded out of the back of the truck. Smells like corpse. Some of the Fantastic still here. It is the 17th annual Fran Hosch Law Group food drive. And before I forget, Universal Roof and Contracting will give you a free roof inspection if you go to universalroof.com. They'll take a look around your roof, inspect for damage. If there's some flashing issues, some shingle issues, guess what? They're going to hook you up with a discount if you need a re-roof. 20% discount if you need a re-roof. They're going to do phenomenal work. They are full of integrity, exquisite workmanship, tremendous value. Just go to universalroof.com. Family-owned, veteran-owned. They've been doing it for decades. I know this because in 2004, when I needed a new roof in Longwood, Florida, it was Universal Roof that put it on. They helped me through the whole process. They were awesome to deal with, and I feel very lucky so many years later to be telling you about their wonderful company. UniversalRoof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. Boy, the weather certainly is lovely now that the sun has gone down a little bit, the beautiful orange glow in the sky. If you'd like to get a phone call in before we get out of here, you need a ear to listen to you, you need advice, feedback, whatever, 800-771-1025. We've only taken one phone call today, and that was from Parker Stevenson. During the interview, I misspoke. I'm a moron. This will be bothering me all weekend if I don't set the record straight. Sean Cassidy's brother, David, did not play Greg Brady. Greg Brady was played by Barry Williams. Sean Cassidy's brother, David Cassidy played Keith Partridge on the Partridge Family. Now, the argument could be made that so many decades have passed since the Brady Bunch and the Partridge Family were on television that it will be understandable for a feeble-minded, old, doddering idiot like Drew Garabo to transpose those two shows. But I challenge myself to set a higher standard than that. So despite the fact that I am indeed a feeble-minded, old, doddering idiot, I should have known the difference between two shows that I watched a great deal, especially the Brady Bunch. So setting the record straight, Barry Williams, Greg Brady, Keith Partridge was played by David Cassidy.
Could have been worse. You could have named like Family Matters or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
The Cosby
Could have been
Show.
like, he was
great.
Raj on What's Happening. No, he was black. Oh, that's right. It reminds me, I don't know if you've seen the viral interview. It comes up on my Instagram all the time of the lady who sat down for a John Cusack interview. And the first question out of her mouth was, it's so great that I'm interviewing you today because I just watched American Beauty. And John Cusack looks at her, he goes, well, what's so great about that? She goes, well, you were in that. He goes, no, I wasn't. She said, yeah, the roses, the bathtub. He goes, I know the movie. I was not in that. She's like, oh, he's like, you think I'm Kevin Spacey? And, there's really nowhere to go from there. I like to be prepared for interviews for that, so that kind of thing doesn't happen. That's why it bothers me so damn much when I screw something up like Greg Brady versus Keith Partridge. But I think I'm going to live.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I got busted by my girl yesterday looking at a photo, Diz. And I'd like to do a little guessing game between you and the wonderful people who listen to the show. I'm going to be looking at the YouTube comments to see if anybody gets it right. She goes, are you looking at photos of blank?
Oh.
And I looked with much chagrin. I said, I am. What was the photograph that I was looking at, Diz?
Drew, you were looking at photos of cleavages.
Incorrect, sir. Good guess. Good guess.
You were looking at photos, bear with me here.
Yep.
Of young children.
Well, that's certainly an interesting turn this took. No, not young children. No, there was really no reason for me to be embarrassed of looking at this photo, but for some reason I was, just because of the way she said, are you looking at photos of blank?
Black ladies.
No, quite the possibility, as I do love my Nubian queens.
Okay, nice.
But in this case, it was not that. That'd be much better than what it actually was.
Oh, no.
I did not have a boner when I was looking at it. Not a sexual boner, anyway. 800-771-1025. We'll give you absolutely nothing if you call, but if you get it right, then next week I'll hook you up with a pair of Mike Calta tailgate tickets. There is no Bucks home game this weekend. Bucks win or lose in Buffalo this weekend, Diz?
Ooh, I'm going to say...
Going to be a tough one.
Because the Bills are coming off a loss already, they're going to be well prepared, whereas I've went on record numerous times saying Todd Bowles gets out-coached most of the time. He's going to get out-coached again in Buffalo.
I kind of agree. And I was looking today. It is really amazing for the Buccaneers to have been down so many key players. I mean, no Bucky Irving, no Mike Evans, and no Chris Godwin. Those are arguably the three main components, other than Baker or Mayfield, of our offense. And we are still, at this moment that I'm speaking, 6-3 atop the NFC South. That is an amazing record against some good teams to be 6-3 and down those major players. So, Buffalo has underachieved this year. They're sitting behind the Patriots, who are now 9-2 after taking out the hapless Jets at 2-8 last night. So, Buffalo at 6-3, Tampa Bay at 6-3. I do not see this being a Buccaneers victory this weekend. I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm a betting man, and I sometimes am, I don't know that I would be. I don't know that I'd be putting money on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this weekend.
Do you think we come back home for the Cardinals game at the end of the month with a losing streak active? Because we got
who's our
LA.
next? The Rams. I think we lose in LA to the Rams as well. Sean McVay will flat out coach Todd Bowles again.
Yeah,
and we have overachieved so far. We're going to come back down to earth. We're going to finish the season about 500. ironic or oddly enough, will be challenging the Carolina Panthers for the division, which doesn't make any sense at all. There's no reason they should be good.
No.
But that's why they play the game, Diz. That's why they line up and play the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It was
tough.
banana pudding, by the way. I was looking at a photograph.
Oh
of
my
banana.
God, that was
I know
banana pudding. What was the reason of that?
My buddy Aaron has a restaurant in Safety Harbor called Southern Fresh. He makes really, really good banana pudding. Until I tried Deep South's banana pudding out in Brooksville, Deep South Family Barbecue. Southern Fresh was the best banana pudding I had. And I was scrolling through the social media, and I saw Aaron's banana pudding, and I found myself contemplating which banana pudding was better and why. And that's when my beautiful girlfriend out of nowhere said, "Are you looking at photographs of banana pudding?" I said, Yeah, I am. I feel weirder than if you had just busted me looking at naked photos of Instagram models. Just a weird moment to be busted looking at photographs of. But, we both love food, so she gets it. We both love hot girls, and we both love food. So if there's a website out there that has beautiful women spreading themselves with banana pudding, I feel like I'd be all about that.
As soon as you said what you were looking at, in my head I went, how can I get him? He's so good.
Yeah.
I can't. He's going to
Yeah.
be expecting it.
No, you're right. Shout out to Maurice, by the way, who had car difficulty out at the Tampa International Airport. Poor guy. I didn't even see exactly what it was with the chaos of trying to get on the air today. There were some equipment issues. Let me see. Hold on one second. Just got to TSA employee car lot, and car key entry won't open. Got to be battery issue. Oh, that sucks.
Man.
These key fobs, dude, I will tell you, man, like, when those little batteries die in those bad boys, you are effed.
Yes.
I once had to get a new car because I lost my key fob. I was coming close to the end of my lease anyway, and I was taking out the trash one night in Orlando, and I don't know if I accidentally threw away the key fob or what, but it was my only one. I was down to my spare, and I literally couldn't find it anywhere, and they would have had to order a new one from Germany and have it shipped, and it would have been at least a week before I could use my car. So I was like, well, just tow it to the dealership and get a new lease. I don't believe that cars have value. Like, the minute you drive it off the lot, you lose so much in depreciation that I just like to lease because I like having a new car every couple of years. I don't think cars have that much of equity. So since 1989, I've driven nothing but Volkswagens, and I've leased every single one of them.
Really?
I've only taken one to the end of a lease. And,
why Volkswagens? That's just
I don't
like
know,
your go-to?
dude. It is my go-to. I
comfortability.
fell in love with the first Volkswagen Golf that I drove, and since then I've driven nothing but. I love the way they handle.
You were never a Beetle guy, were you?
Never a Beetle. Never
Okay,
drove a
good,
Beetle. No,
good.
good God, no. Come on, man. Klaus, when you get to be driving age, what kind of car do you envision yourself driving? Do you have your eye on a vehicle already? What do you like?
So my idea here might be a European car or something around that.
Okay.
I'm looking for safer, a nice speed, but also it can be like a family car.
Oh.
Because you never know. If I have kids, and I have a Cadillac Grand Wagon, I'm not fitting kids in there.
So you're 10 years old and you're already thinking about the sensible vehicle that you would like to drive your family around. You are a different kind of breed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but I'm just saying here, I am not buying a Lexus. I am buying a Mercedes Sprinter.
Oh.
No shot that I'm buying anything else.
All right.
But also, I love Volkswagens. Also, who's talking on the phone right now?
Oh, it's Dizzy.
Okay. So, Dizzy.
Yep.
I love Volkswagens, but
Okay.
hey, just keep going with that, though.
Klaus's Fran and Rhett's son. I've known him since he was like friggin' not even born yet. And to watch him grow up and become this incredibly smart, gifted young man. Every year he sits down with me at the food drive and talks, and I know it brings his parents a lot of joy. This kid is hilarious and a future broadcaster for sure. We've had an excellent time out here at the Fran Hosch Law Group 17th annual toy drive, food drive for Feast Food Pantry. We've raised tons of food. What have been the highlights for you today, Klaus? Has it been seeing Super Bowl champion Logan Ryan? Has it been seeing WWE superstar Titus O'Neil, Buccaneers legends Mike Allstott and Martin Gramatica, radio wannabe loser Drew Garabo? What's been the highlights for you, my man?
Highlights for me today was probably seeing Thaddeus Bullard an amazing guy, very charitable. And just saying this to Thad, we love you. This is Klaus here over at the Fran Hosh Food Drive. So thank you, Thad, for coming, and everyone else. Mike, Martine, Logan, thank you very, very much. Also, our college dropout, Drew Garabo. Oh, my God. I swear.
Oh my God, you're a legend, bro.
I know.
We were talking about math, and I told him that it's college algebra's fault that I failed out of college because I flunked it like 3 times, and UCF was like, get out of here, loser. And then I'm like, what math are you taking? You're 10 years old. He goes, pre-calculus.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, okay.
Just kidding. That wasn't pre-calculus. I'm doing like dividing different type of decimals.
All right.
But then I have to like kind of do like how would I say? It's an equation, but it includes, you have to multiply, subtract, then after that you have to make a new number by simplifying it.
I don't know what you're speaking a foreign language to me, Klausie.
Oh, God.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. What do you got coming up in your immediate future? Like, what's going on in the life of Klaus? Like, what do you got, like, after this food drive, you and your parents, you'll go home, you'll chill for a little bit. Then what's your next big thing? We're coming up on Thanksgiving. You got Maine, I know. You're going up there in a couple of weeks.
Yep, you're right.
Yep.
When I go back up to Maine, it's just going to be interesting. When I come back down here, it's like a completely different place.
It is.
I mean,
Different
there you
vibe.
got pine trees, and here you got the oak trees.
And palms. What do you like to do up there in Bar Harbor? I know we like going out for breakfast for blueberry pancakes and whatnot. What other kinds of things you like climbing up? Have you climbed the precipice yet?
Of course.
Jeez Louise. That the precipice up in the Acadia mountain range is a treacherous trail claiming the lives of many, and this brave young man has climbed it himself. That's a scary ASS climb right there.
Well, how have you been?
Me?
Yeah, well, have you ever... Wait, did you come up to Bar Harbor?
I've been up there twice, bro. With you, bro.
Jesus.
Glad to know it was memorable, bro. Brought my son Xander, bro.
Oh, yeah, Xander.
Yeah,
man.
you remember him.
Xander, you're the man, yeah.
Great. I see I failed to make an impact with you.
No.
Awesome.
No.
I'm a loser.
No, you're not.
Anyway, your mom does great work. We've had an amazing time at this food drive. Hugely successful. Thank you to the community for coming out. Thanks to my constant co-host, Klaus, who one day will be a radio or a podcasting superstar, because radio won't be around when you're of age to work. But he'll be a podcasting superstar, and I'll get to say that I knew him when.
But before we end this, I would just like to say that in this, I want to ask a few questions about you.
Yep.
About your, broadcasting career here.
Sure, go ahead.
So how long have you been doing 102.5?
I've been on 102.5 since it became a talk radio station in 2012. So about 13 years.
So, yeah, that was, let me think.
That was before you were born. 3 years before you were born. Your parents hadn't even thought about you yet.
13 years ago, right?
Correct, yes.
So, wow.
Yep.
Also, another question is, Xander.
Yep.
Where's he living right now?
So, he's 22 years old. He moved out about 2 years ago. He's living close by me in Citrus Park, close enough to where I can pop in and see him every once in a while, but far enough away to where he can live his own life. He's 22 now, believe it or not. He's working in payroll at Costco. He wants to go to Seattle next year for a Costco internship to their corporate office. Wants to travel a lot. You won't even recognize him. He's huge, muscular, great kid. So proud of him.
Yeah.
Amazing young man.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
yourself.
just going to say here, he is an amazing kid. So
So are
just
you.
want to let you know that.
So are you. My girlfriend just said this kid is so dang hilarious. And my old co-host John Senning said this kid, you light people on fire, dude. You bring a lot of joy to people's lives. You're a natural.
I'm over here at the Fran Hosh Food Drive. Thank you, Drew Garabo.
Thank you, Klaus.
Also, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Off
Klaus.
the air, Klaus Jones. I'm just going to stay here for the laugh anyway.
All right, please do. Klaus, you're unbelievable. You make this a highlight every year. You're just unreal. Thank you very much for listening. I know, Diz, coming up next we have... So, Klaus, would you believe this past week there was a young lady in Holiday, Florida, okay? She was arrested for going 107 miles per hour down US 19.
Holy crap.
That road right there, a very dangerous, busy road, US 19.
Yep.
107 miles per hour. Do you know why she was going 107 miles per hour?
Why?
You're not going to believe this.
Okay.
So she could get to Little Caesars Pizza before they closed.
Jesus Christ. I swear. Are you a Caesar pizza-holic? I swear.
She was pulled over at 107 miles per hour in a Kia Forte.
What?
For going 107 miles per hour to get to a Little Caesars. And we were talking about the news story on our show. As we do, we talk about local news stories. And would you believe that this young lady heard about it and called us on the air and admitted to what she did? And when she tells you why she did it, it'll blow your freaking mind. And
I'm gonna have to know that.
Well,
but
it's coming up next.
the thing is, it depends, though. Can I stay on here to hear that, though? But I just want to say, what was her order?
Well, that's great that you asked that. She, you'll find out in the next segment. I don't want to give it away per se, but I'll tell you. Okay, nobody listen. Just me and Klaus right now. She had.
Right now.
No, it's okay. She had tried their crazy puffs.
Oh.
And I guess they're really good. I don't know. Never eaten a Little Caesar in the last couple of years. That she tried their crazy puffs, and she had to get there before they closed. But unfortunately, they arrested her, so they took her to jail. She never got her crazy puffs that night. But I would imagine that once she was bailed out, one of her first trips was to Little Caesars so that she could get her crazy puffs.
Okay, so which prison or which kind of jail is she in?
Great question. She went to Clearwater, Pinellas County Jail in Clearwater, spent a few hours there, and then was bailed out and is now among the law-abiding.
If she was still in there right now, though, I'd say, lady, I will go get your crazy puffs and bring them to you.
That's very nice of
because
you.
I understand.
Oh, you get it. You know what it's like to crave food.
Trust me, the need of crazy puffs.
I tell you, that crazy puffs need cannot be...
Can't be higher this year.
You're right.
107% of the world here. They want crazy puffs.
I'd like to thank my co-host, Klaus Jones. I'd like to thank you, Dizzy, for spending time with me this afternoon as well. And in advance, I'd like to thank you for showing up to next week's pre-Turkey Trot activities. They're going to be at the Baycare Field in Clearwater, Florida, and it is actually the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that. And you can go to AchivaTurkeyTrot.com for more details. Achieva throws this community event every year, and I believe this is the 47th annual Turkey Trot, if I'm not mistaken. And this year, they are showing out the day before. I'll be there from 5 until 8, where we'll have festivities. There'll be live music. There'll be a ton of food. And if you go to AchivaTurkeyTrot.com or AchivaCU.com, ACHIEVACU.com, you can find out all kinds of information about the Achieva Pre-Trot Community Celebration, a new fun-filled experience for all ages featuring one of Clearwater's most anticipated holiday traditions. Free admission. Bring your family, friends, neighbors. All are welcome. Entertainment by hosts from Tampa Bay radio stations. Drew Garabo from Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone will be there, along with my good friends EJ, Fisher, and Alexia, who now does middays on Magic 94.9. Food, drinks, family-friendly activities, performance by the North 2 South Band, face painting and activities for kids, and your official Achieva Clearwater Turkey Trot race day packet pickup. It's the day before the Turkey Trot. We hope to see you there. Again, thanks to Achieva so much for getting me involved with the pre-trot celebration. Baycare Ballpark, Wednesday, November 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. Dizzy, thank you. Clausy, thank you. Thanks a lot for listening. We're out of here. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Saturday, your Tampa Bay Lightning hit the road to take on the Florida Panthers. The game starts at 5 p.m. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In St. Pete, the two right lanes have been blocked from a crash southbound on 4th Street North at 38th Avenue. There's also accident activity along northbound I-275 at the Pinellas Bayway or 54th Avenue South. On the Hillsborough side, there's a wreck clearing along Fletcher at 22nd Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. Shop everything under the sun this Black Friday. Drive a new Tacoma for $179 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Plus, you're only 2 clicks away from our best price. Click the button on our site to unlock our best price instantly. So visit Sun Toyota of Newport Richey today. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
You're invited to the Dick's House of Sport 1-year anniversary celebration from Saturday to Sunday, November 15th to the 16th. Join us for family fun, giveaways, and more for the weekend. Plus, a baseball clinic on Sunday, November 16th from 12 to 3 p.m. And while you're there, climb the rock wall, swing in our golf simulators, test your skills on the field, and score fall's hottest new arrivals. A weekend of fun awaits at International Plaza. Visit Dicks.com/House of Sport to find your store for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible using the latest technology. Our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage Dental now for that confident smile that lasts a lifetime. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation, centered on care. Call 800-313-9966. 800-313-9966. That's 800-313-9966.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all of the hassle. Hey, it's JP. The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to bypass the market, receive an all-cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. Mark Spain Real Estate has been in the business for nearly 30 years and has helped over 72,000 satisfied clients. Trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to Mark Spain Real Estate to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
This month at Wesley Chapel Nissan, we salute the journey in honor of those who serve. Get up to $10,000 off new Nissans or get 0% financing for up to 72 months and get our lifetime warranty on most vehicles. Plus, pre-qualify online, discover your buying power with no impact on your credit. Visit your hometown Nissan store in Wesley Chapel. Under new management, Wesley Chapel Nissan, the big Nissan store on State Road 54. For complete details, call 813-540-4062.
The biggest and final store-wide sale of the year at International Diamond Center is coming next weekend, November 21st through 23rd. 3 days of unprecedented savings, up to 40% off at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Unapproved credit.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700 plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Truck Miss is going on now at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you're in the market for a new truck, go see my buddy Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford, because right now during Furman Ford's Black Friday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months and no payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock for well-qualified buyers. If you've been waiting for the time to buy a new truck, the time is now. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. Check them out on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. Do let them know that John Setting sent you.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh.
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
President Donald J. Trump's historic victory in the 2024 election is the biggest political comeback in American history. And now you can own a piece of this history in your hands. The Rare Collectibles TV exclusive special label Donald J. Trump 2025 American Silver Eagle coin is available for now. Because less than 10,000 of these patriotic treasures exist, this rare Silver Eagle coin represents the first and only silver dollar series in American history to be struck from 1 ounce pure silver, and displays this exclusive limited edition Donald Trump presidential holder. Call 800-525-5077 to honor the inspirational president of the people, Donald J. Trump, and also secure a gold $40 Trump gift absolutely free. Call 800-525-5077 right now to reserve your pedigree label Donald J. Trump 2025 American Silver Eagle coin and free gift. That's 800-525-5077.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This weekend's Real Raw Radio brought to you by Overhead Door of Tampa.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Before we dive into the nuts and bolts of the horrific accident that occurred this weekend in Ybor City, it's most important, I believe, to honor the deceased. Marlon Anthony Collins, 54, of Bartow, Florida. Sherman Jones, 53, of Tampa, Florida. Sherelle Jones, 41, of Winter Haven, Florida. And Christina Maria Richards, age 25, of Ohio, were outside Bradley's on 7th. If you've been to Bradley's, which many of us have, I've been multiple times. Cool environment, very inclusive. Don't have to be gay to go there. I found myself, it doesn't really matter that it was a gay bar, but
for some reason, every news outlet, locally and nationally, felt the need to say that it happened at a gay bar.
Yeah, odd.
Yeah, right? Like, it gives the appearance that there might be some semblance of a hate crime, when in actuality, it was just a street racer chased by the cops. I don't think that there's even the possibility that this was premeditated. And what does it really matter what the sexuality of the bar was when there are 4 people killed? Does it help paint a more vivid picture? I don't know. It shouldn't matter at all that it was a gay bar, but every news outlet seemed to run with it. So, okay. If you've been there before, it's right on 7th. Busy foot traffic, busy road traffic, unfortunately. And there's a little outdoor area where people can congregate and do congregate.
Sure.
And that's where these 4 people were congregating, unfortunately, when a 2019 Toyota Camry slammed into them, killing 4 and injuring more. Now, how much of this is on the cops for chasing Silas, Sampson, age 22? You can feel free to weigh in with your opinion. They got a report that this dude was racing someone on Hillsborough Avenue. That, I believe, was the first touch point where they knew that they had a street racer in Tampa Bay late at night on a Friday night / Saturday morning. So at 12:39 a.m., a TPD helicopter spots the 2019 Camry driving south on I-275 near Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, right by the Hard Rock. The Camry was observed driving in a reckless and erratic manner, exits the interstate onto Doyle Carlton Drive, turns east on Palm, and starts heading towards Nebraska. You know where that is. It's near the Armature Works area, near Eulalie.
Mm-hmm.
Could have just dipped into Eulalie, had some delicious char-grilled oysters, and called it a night. But instead, I guess they were closed. Instead, he's hauling ass towards Nebraska. Helicopter crew alerts TPD and FHP, saying that the Camry was street racing on the highway. 12:45 a.m., the Camry passes 2 marked FHP vehicles and a marked TPD vehicle driving in the opposite direction on Nebraska. All 3 vehicles turn around and follow the dude who is headed south. At least one of the FHP troopers, but not the TPD officer, turned on their lights and sirens in an attempt to stop the Camry. At 12:45 and 15 seconds, the camera veers into the turn lane at the intersection of Nebraska and 7th. For those of you who don't know, 7th Avenue is the main road that cuts through Ybor City. If I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I am wrong, several years ago, they kept 7th Avenue closed to automobile traffic on the weekends.
Yeah.
I don't know why they decided to change that. I don't know who decided to change that. If it was then Tampa Police Chief, now Mayor Jane Castor, I don't know who made that decision. In retrospect, in hindsight, which is often 2020, I would say that was a bad decision. There shouldn't be cars driving down 7th Avenue on the weekend. Obviously, in the heart of Ybor City. You can open it up down that way and down that way, but like from the Columbia down past Bradley's, 7th Avenue should be closed to vehicle traffic on the weekends. Just make it a street party environment. Let people carry their drinks out in the streets. Treat them like adults, right? Why did it go wrong? Why did they change that? I have no idea. I'd love if someone has insight at 800-771-1025. Because at 12:45 and 15 seconds, this scumbag, this street racing scumbag, veers into the turn lane at Nebraska and 7th, about 2 blocks west of the Ybor City Gateway at Nuccio Parkway, right where you see the big sign that says Centro Ybor, et cetera.
Yeah.
10 seconds later, FHP Trooper A. Carrasco, lights and sirens activated, begins to pursue the Camry eastbound on 7th Avenue. It is very easy for those of us who are not in law enforcement to Monday morning quarterback this thing, to armchair quarterback this thing. We can look at it after the fact because there were 4 fatalities and a bunch more casualties and say something went wrong. It's easy for us to do now. At the time, it's not so easy, and that officer had to make a judgment call. Was it the right call to attempt a pit maneuver a block or two from a very crowded 7th Avenue in Ybor City? I don't know the answer to that. Had the pit maneuver been successful, it's absolutely the right move because you probably saved lives. It's a Hail Mary situation.
Yeah.
If you pull it off, you're a hero. If you don't, you might be culpable for civilian deaths. And indeed, unfortunately, the trooper was unsuccessful at his pit maneuver. And if you never watch Cops or Live PD, a pit maneuver is basically, what does it stand for? Stand for something. But basically it means the cop car hits the fleeing vehicle in the rear, tries to spin him around, and then pin him in. When it's pulled off, it's badass.
It is.
It looks really super cool when they can pull it off and not kill somebody. But in this situation, he hits the rear of the vehicle. This dude in the Camry manages to correct out of the skid and continues in the direction of Nuccio Parkway.
By the way, it's precision immobilization technique.
Sounds right. Thank you. 15 seconds later, the trooper ends the pursuit at the gateway of 7th Avenue in Ybor City due to heavy pedestrian traffic further ahead on 7th Avenue. Was that too late? Yeah. Yeah, that's too late to call off the chase.
Yeah.
But what do? Do you just let this guy flee? You could say, oh, we got the license number. Do you know it's his car? So they end the pursuit. They lose sight of the Camry as it's heading down 7th Avenue in the heart of Ybor City. Intersection of 7th Ave and 15th Street. Unfortunately, a Jeep traveling the other way turns left right in front of the Camry, causing the Camry to enter the opposing westbound lane of traffic, struck a car, and then drove up onto the sidewalk right in front of the Copper Shaker. Security camera video from the bar shows the car colliding with multiple people on the sidewalk. Don't watch it. It is not fun to watch.
No.
The suspect, according to court documents, suspect's vehicle struck several pedestrians walking along the sidewalk and hurled their bodies in the direction of an outdoor seating area at Bradley's, right next to the Copper Shaker. Security camera footage from Bradley's shows the car hitting about a dozen people sitting on the patio. 2 individuals fly through the air. 1 individual hit the ceiling of Bradley's outdoor seating area, and the other colliding with the exterior wall of Bradley's on the far side of the outdoor seating area. Footage from Bradley's shows Sampson exiting the Camry. 2 TPD officers responded within seconds, trying to detain him. The driver was accused of attempting to flee the area and was arrested. A gun fell out of his waistband during the arrest. While in custody, Sampson made spontaneous statements, including admitting that he made a mistake, asking how many people he killed, and saying, just get me to the jail so he could go and sit for a few months. He showed multiple indicators of potential impairment: odor of alcohol, unsteadiness, slurred speech, bloodshot, watery eyes, refused to voluntarily provide a blood sample. They got one about 3:30 a.m. and they're analyzing it. 4 people died, 13 injured. Sampson was charged with 4 felony counts of vehicular homicide, 4 felony counts of aggravated fleeing with serious bodily injury. His life is over. This young man, all of 22 years old, his life is over. because of a dumb-ass decision to street race and flee from the cops.
Yeah.
Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is I'm a retired cop here locally. I was going to give some insight on that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Thank you. I don't mind one bit. I'd love that. Thank you very much.
The first thing, you're right. Everybody wants to jump on law enforcement, and part of this I agree. It should have probably been terminated a little bit outside of that after the pit maneuver failed and there wasn't any other known felony charges. The first thing people want to say is, oh, they got their tag, they have the information. Well, that's ridiculous because most people they're chasing don't own those cars, don't have licenses, not registered to them, and they don't know what this person's actually fleeing from. So it makes it a catch-22.
Sure.
In that instance, as it goes to Ybor with the air service on, I'm not really sure why they didn't let them bed down. Wasn't there. It's a hard call. Now we get to see the aftermath and how it was judged. Regarding the street closure, I can only add this piece. This has been studied in a lot of cities where they allow these large groups to congregate. What's happening in Ybor is there's so many people, it not only becomes a criminal problem, it becomes a counterterrorism problem because you have to stop it with an insane amount of law enforcement. That's why these special events like Gasparilla, there's thousands and thousands of hours and man hours put into these events. It's seemingly impossible, but restricting them to the sidewalks and the traffic flow does direct people stand on sidewalks and condenses the crowd down a little bit. So that was one of the factors.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's almost like you said, a catch-22 where if you shut it down, then you've got mass rampant drunkenness, lewdness, violence, etc. But if you don't, then you run the risk of something like this happening, albeit it doesn't happen very frequently.
Right. You look at Orlando, they're dealing with, that's where you're from. I know that's what they're dealing with right now. It's chaos over there.
Dude,
it
is.
Cities.
I grew up in Orlando, and I will tell you, I do not go when I'm with my friends in downtown Orlando now. I do not go downtown. It has turned into a freaking zoo and a war zone, and it never used to be like that. I think society has changed, and unfortunately, having so many people on the streets is bad news for Orlando for sure, and probably would be the same thing for Ybor.
Absolutely. You got a young crowd. There's no control. You've seen the last few shootings down there have been juveniles. You're not going to stop that totally, but you can slow it down by numbers of police presence. And people don't necessarily want the police heavy presence because they have to
Bad for
make
business.
proactive arrests. And so it's a security nightmare. And then the chase, like I said, everybody's got their opinion, mostly uneducated and experienced in that. There's some things that maybe could have been done differently. I personally think, I know Tampa PD, Hillsborough has pretty much a non-existent pursuit policy.
Yeah.
TPD probably shut it off. I think FHP operates their own on their own at that time. But
right on.
I don't know.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the call and congrats on getting out of a very difficult career intact, my man. That's a win for you.
Yeah.
Again, it's very, very easy for us on a Monday morning to look at it and go, 4 fatalities. Yes, the scumbag who is street racing is responsible for those deaths. But should something different have been done? Do you attempt a pit maneuver 2 blocks from a very crowded, like if you're going to attempt it, you better hit it.
Yeah.
And if you miss the pit, bad things are going to happen, and they did. And if you miss the television show, The Pit, bad things are going to happen because it's an intense medical drama, and Noah Wiley's brilliant.
I'm on it.
Drew Garabo Live, hello. Hello?
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. The NFL lives on 102.5 The Bone. We have games every week, so wherever you are, you can follow your fantasy players or check in on your bets or just enjoy some football. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Badger Bob Services, now servicing Tampa Bay. Now, a Bone noon traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In northern Pinellas, both directions of Melcher are being affected by an accident in the intersection with Tampa Road. In St. Pete, the two right lanes have been blocked from a crash southbound on 4th Street North and 38th Avenue. There's still plenty of heavy volume on the Hillsborough side, but no major wrecks are being reported there. This is Jim with traffic.
Ken Ganley has over 1,000 new Kias in stock and on sale. Shop online at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichie.com.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as the Strip.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. And now during Chevy's Red Tag sales event, we say yes to 0% APR financing on 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500, Equinox, Equinox EV, and Trailblazer for well-qualified buyers. Come see why we're #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Lone Arranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something, right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? That's like waiting for gas to hit $1.25. Sure, it might happen, but how long are you going to sit on empty? Meanwhile, home prices just keep climbing. Marry the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the timing is right. And don't forget, I've got programs with 0 down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
The biggest and final store-wide sale of the year at International Diamond Center is coming next weekend, November 21st through 23rd. 3 days of unprecedented savings, up to 40% off at International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Unapproved credit.
Mike Kelty here for Shark Coast Tactical. The 2A tax-free holiday is still in full effect, and what better time to get over to Shark Coast Tactical than this Saturday for the Strybog and Mossberg Day. The crews from Strybog Firearms and Mossberg will be at the shop with reps on hand to walk you through the best the industry has to offer. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or a curious beginner, this event has something for everyone. Get to Shark Coast ASAP and take advantage of the 2A tax-free holiday on all things firearms. There has never been a better time to get over to Shark Coast Tactical.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh.
Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install a Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/radio to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/radio. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/radio. See representative for warranty details.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Join Bud Light and 102.5 The Bone this Saturday from 4 till 6 at Katiki on Gulf Boulevard on Treasure Island. Come watch college football, enjoy Bud Light specials, and win a big screen TV. Visit BudLightFootball.com for details.
Accidents happen in a second. Take a second to call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. And Tisa wants to get you on the boat for free.
Yes, please.
Picture yourself on the Calta Cruise. Yes, that's how you win. Head to your local Walmart and find the Tisa display in the pharmacy department. Then take a selfie with Tisa and upload your photo to theboneonline.com. It's that easy. Be a selfie queen, just like my Calta. Tisa presents Picture Yourself on the Calta Cruise. Picture it and make it happen. It could be you. Tisa, why spit when you can swallow? Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Great weather weekend coming up. Clear skies at night. We'll see lows near 60. Lots of sunshine on Saturday and Sunday, and daytime highs near 80. Enjoy.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Hello? Okie dokie. 800-771-1025. Hi there, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you today?
Hi.
Hi.
I was calling about this incident. I've always wondered how many of these people who run from the police actually get away.
Very few, I would imagine. But if you're this kid, right, and you've already been pulled over like a month or so ago, a couple of months ago for street racing, etc., you don't want to go back to jail, etc., you're probably going to give it a shot. It's probably worth the shot because if they catch you, you're going to go to jail anyway, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. My dad always said you may be able to outrun them, the police, but you'll never outrun the radio. So they're always going to know where you're at. And as far as pit maneuvers, I've never seen a pit maneuver done like in a crowded area. I've always seen it done on a highway. Once traffic clears, then they get them. But I've never seen it done like in a congested area.
Well,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, to be fair, the pit maneuver was attempted 2 blocks from a very crowded area.
Yeah, it wasn't in
Yeah,
before.
like where they tried it, it wasn't congested, but they had to know that just a couple of blocks away from there, and probably they thought, man, we better pit this guy or he's going to plow right through downtown Ybor on 7th Avenue. But again, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Right.
I hate calling cops into question because they have a very difficult job. But man,
but they're fallible as well.
Yeah,
their judgment is fallible as well.
And when you're in that stressful situation, you got a guy going 100 miles per hour down 275. You don't have the luxury of sitting back and going, okay, well, if we try a pit maneuver here, it's not the best time and place, etc. Police chases in general, like you're risking civilian lives to catch a street racer.
The danger can be, and I'm not ascribing it to this situation because I don't know, but can be ego, where you're like, you're not getting away from me.
Exactly.
And as soon as you lock into that mentality, then you're losing focus of the greater good.
No question. 800-771-1025 is the number. Drew Garabo Live. Hello, how can I help you?
Hey, I don't think the police have any responsibility or blame at all. The guy who was being pursued in the Camry, as soon as those lights came on, he should have done the right thing and pulled over and dealt with the situation.
Well,
then.
duh. Of course, that's obvious, but I think it's still okay to look at the pit maneuver that was attempted 2 blocks from a very congested area, and in retrospect, go, that might not have been the best move.
And I want to highlight that here in the state of Florida, I think the legislature, from a bigger picture, and the governor, they're doing some of the right stuff by putting in legislation. If you go over 100 miles an hour, it's considered a felony. So that girl you were talking about earlier, who on US 19 was going 107 miles an hour to get to Little Caesars before they closed, that's a felony, girl, going 107 miles an hour. It doesn't matter if you're going to Little Caesars or Domino's.
Let me ask you this. Do you think most street racers are going to be deterred by legislation? Because I don't. I don't hear your answer because I hung up on you like an idiot. I'm very sorry. That was my fault. 800-771-1025. I asked you a question and hung up on you. Interestingly enough, court records show that this scumbag Silas Sampson received a citation for speeding in Hillsborough County less than 2 months ago. The complaint says he was going 99 miles per hour on I-75 where the speed limit is 70. That number 99 stands out to me. To me, and I heard Senning say that someone called him and made the same observation, so I don't feel bad about making this observation. To me, I would take a very close look at that traffic stop. Was it a cop who cut him a break? In other words, was he going 114 and the officer had sympathy for that young man and said, geez, if I write you up for over 100 miles per hour, I got to arrest you and impound your vehicle. So I'm going to write you up for 99. This is mere conjecture on my part, perhaps irresponsible conjecture, but conjecture nonetheless. They might have said, I don't want to take this guy to jail. I don't want to write him up. I don't want the paperwork here. I'm just going to give him a ticket for 99 as opposed to 100. Because if they had written him for 101, super speeding, confiscate the car.
Yeah.
And instead exactly. And instead of seeing that as kind of a blessing from the universe, from God, whatever, and slowing down and stopping the street racing, 22-year-old idiot Silas Sampson just went right back out there and started racing again. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, you ever seen those things that shoot out of the front of the cop cars that grab the wheels?
Only in movies. I've never seen them in real life.
No, there's actually a lot of counties that are starting to install those on the police vehicles, and it's actually starting to be pretty useful, man. I think that they should definitely start turning all the cop cars in and getting that thing put on there ASAP.
Yeah, not a bad idea. There are a number of stop sticks or whatever. If you've got the guy in your sights in a helicopter, though, and you see FHP and TPD pursuing, and you see that Ybor City's like right here, I don't know. Do you go, hey, pull back? You don't want a high-speed chase through a congested area.
The other thing is, and you do have the copter overhead. which can effectively track him and alert other police officers, law enforcement agents where they might be able to cut him off in a safer area.
Yeah. Like if you're in the copter and you see him going towards Ybor, you let everybody know, hey, do not pursue. We've got a ton of people hanging on 7th Avenue.
Correct.
And you just follow the guy wherever he goes. Then when he gets out of Ybor City, you go, okay. Now, if I'm the guy driving that Toyota Camry, I'm going to bail in Ybor City and just run into one of the clubs and be like, good luck finding me, suckers.
Right. Because ultimately, again, he was street racing.
Idiots. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Drew.
Hello?
Drew. Hey, Drew. You got to remember both guys driving one guy driving the street racer, one that's in the police car. The police car guy, he doesn't necessarily know how to drive a car fast, nor know how to do those pick maneuvers at high speed. So you got two unqualified drivers.
I'm pretty sure police officers go through training on how to drive their vehicles fast and pull off pit maneuvers, genius.
I don't think they go through enough. You don't know how hard it is. You've never done it.
Of course I don't, moron, because it's hard. You don't know how hard it is. You've never done it. I've never taken calculus. I can imagine it's pretty damn difficult. Cosine, sine, tangent. F that.
Man, it sounded like you had experience going very fast, Drew.
Police officers don't get any training on how to drive fast. Hey, there's your Mustang, Mr. State Trooper. It goes 150 miles per hour. Figure it out. You want to do a pit maneuver? Go play that video game, Daytona 500. Put that guy into the wall.
Officers go through training on how to drive their vehicles fast and pull off pit maneuvers.
Hello?
Hi.
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 I was the girl that was going 107.
You are?
I was going to Little Caesars. That was my first arrest and my first entire ticket. I never got a ticket before.
Oh, my God. Wait, what's your first name?
Yasmin Arazo.
Oh, my God. Wait. Oh, my God. We got a real celebrity on the line here. Holy crap. Did you hear us talking about you, or did someone tell you you are?
This is Yasmin.
Genius. You are on the radio, and now I definitely believe it's you.
Yeah.
But just don't say.
That is crazy.
Don't say
Why am I on the
because you called the radio.
on the radio?
Oh, because when you get arrested, it's public information. But please don't curse. Please don't curse.
Crazy.
Don't curse again, please. I'm just asking you, please. I just have a couple of questions for you. All right,
go ahead.
All right, turn down your radio. I know you want to hear yourself.
I'm turning it down. Hold on, I got to turn it down. Go ahead.
All right, so first question. Why Little Caesars?
So this is what happened. I went from Corny Campbell, and I was going on a jog, and it was closed by the time I got there, and I was with a friend. And so we're like, okay, cool, whatever. We're just going to go back to
my dear, I'm just going to remind you again. We are on the radio. Please
do not. I did not know. I'm sorry.
Please do not say the F word. Please do not say the S word. Please. I am begging you. All right. So
I was speeding.
Okay, so wait. What was that? You're on the Courtney Campbell. You're trying to get a jog in, but you realize it's too late to go jogging because it's like 11 o'clock at night. So you're gonna go back to Holiday, and who came up with the genius idea to get some pizza?
Me. I was hungry. I had tried those little puffs, those little mini puffs, like 2 days ago, or before I had got arrested. And there's a Little Caesars up the street from my house, and where I was going to go jogging. And so I was speeding, and it closed at 12. So I literally had like 15 minutes to get there, and I was super close, and then I got pulled over.
So you're going 107 miles per hour down U.S.
It didn't even feel like 107. It just like I was driving to get to. I was hungry.
Drew, it didn't feel like 107.
And then when they pulled me over, I'm like, oh my God, am I getting pulled over? And by the time I get to look to the back, he's already like, I didn't even get to go like into a gas station. I didn't even pull over. He literally got me in the middle of the road, and I was like going at a green light, and he got to my window and was like, get out. Get out. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? He's like, get out. And put me in handcuffs, told the passenger to drive the car to the gas station, put me in handcuffs, and told me that I was speeding, and told me I could not leave because I got a super speeder charge. I said, ain't no way.
How dare he, Drew?
No
Now,
way.
question: did they feed you in jail, and was it better than the Little Caesars pizza?
They tried to offer me a bologna. I went to Pinellas County. They tried to offer me a bologna sandwich. I looked at it. It looked like the chum bucket from SpongeBob.
A chum bucket. So
I
wait,
was like, ew. And then the lady was like, "Oh, we need to check if you're pregnant to pee." And mind you, I already peed. I was nervous.
Of course.
And then I peed. They gave me a Mr. J box. I haven't seen a Mr. J since elementary school.
What's a Mr. J?
Yeah.
You don't know what that is? The juice box, the Mr. J juice box.
Oh, okay. All right, the Mr. J juice
I was
box.
so flabbergasted. And then I got bailed out the next morning at 7 a.m. And I literally got to the end of 49th Street. I turned around and looked at the jail like, this is not real.
Did you immediately go to Little Caesars and get your pizza?
I sure did.
I don't doubt it, Drew.
I sure did.
I don't doubt it.
I think I got a whole picture. If I could send it to y'all, I have a whole picture of me scarfing down Little Caesars cheesy puffs because I wanted it still. All for $6. I went to jail.
Oh man, Yasmin, I got. Did you learn your lesson? Did you if you're gonna eat earlier?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They didn't take my license, and I have not touched a single car. I've been passenger princess in every vehicle I've been in.
Well,
as a matter of fact, Uber's been my best friend.
I'll tell you what. Once your legal issues get settled, I'd love to have you in the studio. We'll have Little Caesars come by. We'll bring a pizza, and I could see you being their next spokesperson. Like Little Caesars, it's so good. You'll go 107 miles per hour down US 19 in Holiday. For
I'd like to make her a proper bologna sandwich and a Mr. J juice.
This is crazy. Listen, this is absolutely crazy. I tried my first cheesy steak. I tried Listen, I don't even want to look at a pack of ramen noodle soup anymore.
Well, listen, thank you so much for the call, Yasmin. It was great speaking with you, and keep it safe out there, will you?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Take it easy.
I'd love to be on the show whenever. Just shoot me a message.
I will. I definitely will. Thank you. I mean, it's hard to stay mad at somebody who's so damn delightful, right?
She was legit.
107 miles per hour.
But it felt like 45,
That's
Drew.
True. To go get Little Caesars.
I got to be honest with you. I think for a Bon Appetit, we got to try these. What did she call it? Cheesy puffs?
Cheesy puffs.
I've never even heard of these damn things.
I'm very intrigued.
As am I.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hi, it's Amy. How you doing, hon?
What's up, Amy? How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. I'm very good.
I had no idea that we would be speaking with that young lady today. What a delight.
She's a gem.
What a delight.
I had to remember to breathe. She was so amped.
She was.
I wish I had that type of energy.
Me too.
So, talk about the whole doing outrageously speeding through all the whatnot.
Yep.
I would like to know that officer's record. Does he have a habit of wanting to be the hero, to want to pursue, and he felt like this is his opportunity to finally do the pen that they did in class? Or if he was like, yeah, if I get this person, this is my promotion. Because anybody doing 100+ miles an hour obviously don't care about their life or anybody else's life. So as a police officer, you have to think, I need to protect and not just serve right now.
It's a good point, and they got to go. Ooh, hold on one second. Thank you, Amy. I hope I'm getting a call from a scam. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Good evening. My name is Elsa. The reason for my call is auto insurance rates have dropped up to 35%.
Oh.
And I wanted to make sure you weren't missing out on possible savings.
Thank you.
We can provide a quick free no-cost quote so you can decide for yourself.
All right.
So you're a car owner, right?
Sure.
That's great. I'm connecting your call to the agent now.
Oh, perfect.
1 second.
Sure, no problem. Take your time.
Hi, this is Jason. How are you?
Jason, my man, what's up, dude?
What's up, too?
Nothing. Just chilling, talking to you. What's going on? What can I do for you?
This short call is regarding your auto. Do you got auto insurance?
Well, they won't let me drive without it, right? So, yeah, I got me some auto insurance. Do you need some? I'm establishing rapport.
Oh, man.
Finesse me, dude. Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hi, this is Jason. How are you?
Hi, this is Jason. How are you?
What's up, too?
What's up, too?
This short call is regarding your auto. Do you got auto insurance?
Well, they won't let me drive without it, right? So, yeah, I got me some auto insurance. Do you need some?
Auto insurance?
Drew Garabo Live, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I just wanted to make a comment on this whole thing about the police pursuit.
Yes, sir.
Law enforcement officer over 30 years.
Thank you.
And listen, you got to understand something. First off, you don't know what the mentality was, the conditions, and we all second-guessed it. But you also have to think that, first off, the guy has said something before about the troopers training. Florida's Highway Patrol, each vehicle they are in, they receive special training in that. And in regards to a pit maneuver, you have to show proficiency that you know how to do it to be able to certify, be able to do it. So that's one thing.
I kind of thought that might be the case, and what that idiot said before wasn't necessarily true, that they don't train officers on how to drive fast or do pit maneuvers. I kind of suspected that might be hogwash.
No. Now, there are some agencies that don't go for a pit maneuver, or they don't even go for a pursuit policy unless it's a violent felony. But getting back to that trooper, now you have to understand, that trooper now has to understand that his actions may or may not have resulted in the death of 4 people.
Right.
And it's a simple thing, like you always say. If the guy saw the lights, pull over, take your punishment like a man, and move on.
Yep.
And the other thing about what the other lady said about if he performed this, he would receive a promotion and things like that. People have to understand that doesn't matter how many tickets you write, how many arrests you make. That's not based on your promotion.
When you attempt to pit maneuver 2 blocks from a very crowded Ybor City downtown, you better maneuver 2 blocks from a very crowded Ybor City downtown. You better hit it, and if you don't, that's going to be real, real bad.
Yeah, and the thing that these kids get, younger kids, and I try to teach in the academy, is that you don't have to have that hero mentality that you have to win every battle. You know, there's some battles that you're just not going to win.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of pursuits that I've started, and I just left it alone, either because it violated policy for me to go any further, or I just realized, listen, I'm not going to go through a residential area doing 120. So just trying to catch this guy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's good insight. When you were teaching the police academy, did you ever have a dude who could make noise like a Pac-Man video game, or do like dogs barking like burp, 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 burp?
Listen, I can tell you stories.
I bet you could. Thanks, man. I appreciate the insight a lot.
And tell Mo.
Yeah.
'Cause I met Mo before and I gave him a patch. I owe him another patch.
Oh, Mo.
Yes, you do. I know this brother.
This dude knows.
He's solid. He's solid.
I can tell he's solid. I don't need your sign off on him. Thanks, man. I appreciate the call, dude. Have a great one.
Guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah, look, I have a very firm appreciation for the state troopers, especially the one who pulled me over and cut me a break about 6 months ago. I don't want to say he saved my life. He changed my life.
A couple of days he did.
Look, I'm not.
I've seen you take off.
I'm not going over 80 anymore.
All right, fine.
I don't exceed 80 miles per hour. That is huge for me. I got my GTI so that I could go fast. And when that officer pulled me over between Waters and Linebaugh, between Anderson and Linebaugh on the northbound Veterans, and I was going 86 in a 60, look back, he's right on my ass. Like, I didn't even see a cop, and then I look and saw the red and blue, and I'm like, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Pulled over, ran right up to my window, very pissed off.
Sure.
Justifiably so. And he had words with me. I didn't have any words. I was just sitting there taking it like a bitch. I'm like, I'm sorry. He goes, F sorry. You're putting lives at risk out here. I thought, this guy's right. He said, you're lucky I'm headed to a bad accident up there in Pasco County where I'm normally stationed. Otherwise, I could run your ass right now to Orient Road. It's like, well, that doesn't sound like a good time. I said, I will modify my driving habits because of you, sir. And guess what? I have. No longer over 80 miles per hour. Thank you, sir.
Just out of curiosity,
shut up,
Drew. As you were at the Bucks game, you're always one with the quip, and you'll say it whether you feel it's justified or not. What was the wiseacre retort to Officer Goodfellow?
Even when I was a smart-ass teenager, I would not.
You knew.
I knew. Like, if they've got a badge, you're not going to get anywhere by being a smart-ass with them. I'm very respectful. Any cop who has ever pulled me over knows I'm very respectful.
Sometimes they set you up so sweetly, though.
I know. Do you know how fast you were going? Yeah, dumbass. I got a digital speedometer right in front of me. I was going 86. Pretty badass, right?
If you don't know, why'd you stop me?
Do you know why I pulled you over? I don't know. You ran out of donuts. Those are things you want to say.
Oh, that's comedy.
You know why I pulled you over? Because you have a God complex and you couldn't get a real job. I would never say that. I didn't just say that. All right, we'll continue to take your calls. I cannot believe that we heard from Yasmin Araza.
Oh, she's a saint.
I don't know what's up with the Bone chat room. For some reason, our YouTube channel has disappeared. So if you're trying to chat in there, I have no idea what happened. I can't even find our channel now, so probably I've been fired, and I'll find out during this break. So when we come back, I'll be gone. Just kidding.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. The Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands is back.
It's the Hard Rock Rising Battle of the Bands final competition. It all leads up to Wednesday, November 19th at 6:30 inside the Seminole Hard Rock Tampa's Hard Rock Cafe.
Yep, you can join me. I'm Drew Garabo, and he's John Senning, and 4 bands will battle it out on stage for a chance to win the grand prize of an opening slot on an upcoming show and their music being showcased on the radio.
And the event is completely free. All you need to do is head to theboneonline.com for more info, and we'll see you live November 19th at Hard Rock Tampa's Hard Rock Cafe.
From the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino and 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in northern Hillsborough, an accident had the left lane block along northbound I-75 at I-275. In St. Pete, you may still encounter some accident activity southbound on 4th Street north at 38th Avenue, so you might want to avoid that stretch. We're doing pretty well along all the Bay Area bridges. This is Jim with traffic.
Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $175 based on a $15,000 roof value. Storm season isn't over yet. Check them out at universalroof.com.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we could preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
Time it's running out. Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City is in their final countdown to finish the year strong, and that means you win. Right now, their new Chevy savings are peaking, and you can get their best offer of the year. That's right. These are the offers you've been waiting for. They're paying top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash that you get, or you can then take that cash and use it to trade up and save even more. The countdown is on. Upgrade now before it's gone. All you need to do is visit stingraychevrolet.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S. Stock Exchange. But there are an estimated 33 million companies in the U.S. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. The average investor is missing out on over 99% of the investment opportunity that's happening in this beautiful country until now. True portfolio strength is found beyond the confines of the S&P 500, investing in promising companies before they go public. Private real estate, infrastructure, world-changing technologies. This is called the endowment model. The endowment model has historically outperformed the traditional model of just stocks and bonds. If you're an accredited investor and want more from your investments, it's time to think beyond just stocks and bonds. Call Trajan today, 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. See website for details.
Now that we're getting older, we've been putting more thought into maintaining our health.
We knew the water we drink every day could be filled with contaminants, so
we called Leaf Home Water Solutions.
They came to our home and did a free water test and gave us the analysis right away.
We were shocked at what we saw.
They found heavy metals like iron and copper.
Our own tap water was putting our health at risk, but Leaf Home Water Solutions made it easy to get safer water from every tap and hose. A whole home solution.
They have more than 250 product combinations and designed a system that fits our needs and budget. The installation took less than a day.
With Leaf Home Water Solutions, our water is safer and healthier. When we drink, when we cook, when we shower, even when we garden.
We feel better about our health.
Thanks to Leaf Home Water Solutions.
Schedule your free home water test today at leafhome.com/free and save 15% on all home water treatment systems. That's leafhome.com/free for your free home water test and 15% off. leafhome.com/free.
Truck Miss is going on now at Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you're in the market for a new truck, go see my buddy Bob Murray and the crew at Furman Ford, because right now during Furman Ford's Black Friday sales event, get 0% APR financing for 60 months and no payments for 90 days on all remaining 2025 Ford F-150s in stock for well-qualified buyers. If you've been waiting for the time to buy a new truck, the time is now. Furman Ford has a massive inventory of almost 400 new Fords to choose from. Check them out on US 19 in Clearwater or at FurmanFord.com. Do let them know that John Setting sent you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500